Hey, this is Richard Trail Hero, and you're listening to the Trailhead Podcast.
Hello, Trailheads, and welcome to the Trailhead. Before the trails start today, we need to have a short safety meeting. Off-roading is an exhilarating but inherently risky sport. The insights and opinions that are shared by our hosts and any experts or guests on the podcast are intended to inform and inspire, not replace professional guidance. The Trailhead guests, partners, and any sponsors are not liable for any actions that you take based on what you hear. It is your responsibility to seek professional advice and make informed decisions, especially when attempting potentially dangerous activities. Always check current trail conditions and comply with local laws and regulations. Off-roading requires careful preparation and respect for safety, so ensure that you're well prepared before hitting the trails. And now that that's out of the way, buckle up and let the stories begin.
Rev it up, let it roar, feel the ground shake. Pedal down, dust flying, no time to waste. The trailhead's calling, engine power on a roll. This is where trails start and stories unfold. On the starlit skies, where the wild things roam. Every trail a journey, every Jeep a home. Meet me at the trailhead, where the wild ones run. The dust kicks high and the day's not done. With the road wide open and the dirt in our soul. This is where trails start and our stories unfold.
Hey, we're live on Instagram. Awesome.
Pinche Cabron, we're live on Instagram.
Oh boy. Right out the gate then. All right,
We'll have to
everybody,
bleep
welcome
that.
to Trailhead. And we're back.
We're back.
So, where have you all been? Hey! What did we
First two
just
words
say?
out of my
Like
mouth.
Kramer. Like Kramer, running in, just swinging the door open.
I'm still having issues. Give me a second here.
All right. You definitely need to turn your echo cancellation on, because I can't do that from here. You might have to leave and come back in to do that. All right. Anyway, welcome to Trailhead, everybody. We are back after a couple week hiatus for Trail Hero. That's all we're going to talk about today. So I don't even know where to begin with it.
Man, I am
Like I
excited to get your take on this because this is your very first time coming to this event. And like last year when we kind of talked about it on the show, you didn't quite grasp the gravity of how much Randi and I fucking love this event and how fun the event actually is. But I think I want to hear from you, like, how the hell did it go? But we should say hi to everyone first.
Yeah, let's
Hi,
go around the table. So, hi everybody. Let's see here. Jason, you came in last, so we'll make you go first. How you doing, buddy? You got it together over there yet, or are you still working on it?
No, I can't turn the echo cancellation off or on during live recording, so I can't get that off. So I got to keep muting myself. And
You can just, if you have to, just leave, and you can leave and then come back in. It'll let you turn it on then. But yeah, because now you muted yourself. He's going to do that now. All right, you do that now. We'll come back to Jason. All right,
Sounds
Kramer
good.
will be back. All right, hi Alyssa, how you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
All rested? Almost rested.
I am nowhere near rested. You are? Did you?
No.
You mean for you? Because I'm not.
No, I was asking you.
No, absolutely not.
You had a
No.
full week.
I did, and then I came back here, and then I just worked. So, and it's just there's the hangover that Randi was talking about. It's kind of real. I think like my body started protesting on Tuesday, and it's just like, oh, so if you're done moving, then everything's gonna hurt now that we've been putting off for 4 days.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good.
Surprisingly, I mean, I think it was what is it? It was essentially 7 days of driving, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Driving there, and then just driving
Nonstop.
around, and then nonstop. Yeah, the only day I didn't drive was when I rode with Pope and Randy. So
Yes,
it was,
9 days for us.
It was like 9 days for us.
Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah,
it
but
was like a time.
you
It
guys
was
are
like
insane.
4 lifetimes. It was like 4 lifetimes.
It was. This event was so cool because it had different phases. It had the phase where we got all of our, we call them the clique. We got our clique together with Aqua Jeep Girl, Rubistina, JK Trail Finder, and all us doing our thing on some trails at the beginning of the week. JD came in and we did Resurrection. That was a really fun part of it.
Only a
And,
slight butt puckering.
Then we were able to get
There was more before that. Like, see, that's the funny thing is we have
so many
like
things.
we have the pre, and then we have. Then Trailhead Podcast showed up. I mean, but Jason, I mean, he was, I don't know. It was just, we got a lot of different people, and that was really
We
cool
wheeled
this
with
time.
Jason a lot this time compared to normal. We usually don't get to hang out with him.
Yeah. It was fun.
Yeah.
We spread ourselves thin, but we also got a little bit of, it was fun. We got to see a lot of people, which was amazing.
Yeah. In fact, if JD seems under the weather and I seem under the weather, it's because we actually are
Under the weather.
We got super spreadered at the Trail Hero. So,
like I
shook
said,
500 hands, hugged 200 people. You know, it's bound to happen. I
see
think.
some good people, and we all got to meet each other, which was so cool.
Yeah, we
That
all
was really-
were in
yeah.
the same location at the same time. Even Alyssa got to go wheel a Trail Hero, which is amazing.
Yeah, just one day. It was great.
Hey, one day is a day.
I'm
It's
so
still
glad. Yeah, I was planning on the week and then canceled for a change of plans. So I'm really, really happy I could stop by for one day.
I realize now I should have grabbed our group picture to share. I will have to. Maybe I'll just make that our cover art for this episode.
Yeah.
There you go.
But
Visit
yeah,
our
it was.
Instagrams to see it.
Yeah, there you go. See, there you go.
Yeah.
Tease that out. Look at that. Look at you. That's awesome. Yeah, like that was like the coolest thing for me for the whole event was I really just got a kick out of meeting everybody, and the fact that we all got up at the ass crack of dawn just to get together, you know, for a half an hour as a group on, I don't, what day of the week was that? Thursday,
I think.
Day 743.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I lost track of which day of the week it was. At one point, I lost track of an entire day of wheeling, and then I would forget one trail that we had done, and I was just like, "How? I feel like I lost a day. Where did I lose a day?" And I know it's a whirlwind.
Yeah.
Oh, there was like 1 second where we were like, what was the first trail we did?
Yeah.
We could not remember. We did plan B and nobody remembered we did plan B.
And we hardly took any videos because it's a fun trail, but you don't really have opportunities to get out because there's like a cliff on the side of you half the time.
Yeah.
And you're off camber really bad most of the time. So there wasn't like a lot of spots to get out and take videos. And honestly, when we're with our friends on that kind of trail, it's real fun just to kind of just go and, you know, kind of just follow the tires in front of you. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, we forgot we did Plan B. We forgot we did West Rim.
I know. I forgot a lot of things. Like, I think it was just, we came in like a sprint and ended like we were on a marathon. We were like petered out towards the end. We were like, okay, we're good.
Like
we were sick. And by Thursday, I was like dying.
Yeah,
I was sleeping on the girls'
I was sleeping in Randy's Jeep on the women's run when I wasn't out helping Spot. I was laying in the Jeep, just passed out.
He was sleeping in my Jeep. I've never seen him like that before. Well, you helped a lot on the girls' run.
But yeah, that Jeep rocked me to sleep. It was like so nice. Between hard right turn and hard left turn on Milt's Mile, I would just zonked. It was complete sleep too until it was Randy's turn.
That's awesome.
Oh, look, there's Jason.
But we kept going.
Welcome
we did
back,
Friday
Mr.
and then
Cotter.
Saturday still.
Hi.
Echo cancellation. I can't turn it on.
All right, don't worry
That's
about
okay.
it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. I don't hear the echo anymore. Anyway,
I don't think you're echoing. So
you're not echoing now.
I'll just keep muting when I can. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're good. All right. Well, Jason, welcome back, buddy. We were just talking about how awesome it was to finally all meet in person, and here we all again in front of camera.
That was definitely badass. Alyssa's a lot taller in person.
You all are a lot taller in person. I expect everyone to be
I
taller
got that a
than
lot
me.
this week. Yeah, I got that a lot. A number of people are like, "Wow, you're really tall." Like, well, yeah, I don't
JD
really post a
almost
whole lot of
needs a
pictures of
shirt that
myself.
says actual size, like our friend Aaron Squatch has.
I really enjoyed the
Just says
fact,
actual
like,
size.
yeah, I was very happy to find a few people there at eye level, like Aaron Mercer that was nice. Like those kinds of things were nice to find. So, although occasionally you run into somebody, the other Aaron, I ran into who was too tall. He was taller than I am, and the problem with that is that
Oh, your neck muscles don't work that way, do they?
they don't. And as any tall people will tell you, there's an unspoken uncomfortableness when two tall people like are in each other's presence. And Pope, I think you were the one who was with me, and at one point I actually made a comment, and I'm just like, see, we're actually talking to you right now, even though we're standing right next to each other and we're not looking at each other. So yeah, it was real fun. It was fun to meet everybody in person.
You got
thank you,
bombarded.
Beatrice.
You met a lot of people. We threw
Yeah.
everybody at you.
I'm okay with it though. I got I think I ran into most everybody at that point that we expected to. I don't think there was anybody that I didn't get a chance to talk with. So it was pretty awesome. And
Brian
yeah,
says
Brian,
I wasn't expecting JD to be a giant.
all right, fine. I'm 6'6" for those of you listening at home. So I'm not exactly. I'm as tall as Michael Jordan with none of the athleticism. So
Yeah.
although
And for some reason on camera you look like you're 5'11".
it's all camera angles and trying to get rid of the neck that's forming there as I get older. So I'm
How's
kind of
your
surprised.
week? So how are you feeling, Jason? Is the hangover over yet?
I'm still tired. I know that. I think I was on the trails like from at least 7 a.m. till anywhere between 1 and 3 a.m.
I don't know that you slept
every day. Yeah,
There's a couple of times he didn't make it to his hotel room.
No, I slept at a couple people's couches a couple of times.
I mean, any port in a storm. Yeah.
But hey, I made it, and it was a blast. I would say that this Trail Hero, I think I was on the trails more of this Trail Hero than I've ever been, which was amazing.
Nice. Very nice.
Still couldn't do them all.
No.
I felt like you tried them.
I have
Still
3
ended up on
trails.
Melt Smile 3 times.
Yeah, I did Melt Smile 3 times in a row.
Always have.
And then still didn't get to do Dominguez Falls or a couple of the other new trails that are out there. I really want to play a Dead Broke. I didn't get to see that one.
I'll go down and play.
So we got to go back down and play again. But JD, I'm dying to know, what was your impression doing this kind of stuff for the first time on Resurrection? Driving out on the dunes to get there. What did you think about the whole experience on that?
All right, so where do I start with this? I have done a lot of wheeling, and I've driven to a lot of places to do a lot of wheeling, and I have never quite experienced what I experienced in San Hello. Both from an event perspective, 100%, and we can talk more about that. But the wheeling itself, I've never quite experienced just being able to just drive. Like, you just get out there, you find a place to go, and yeah, you can do the trails, but there's plenty of places like the dunes where you can just kind of go, and you just go and find your own path through that stuff. Coincidentally, by the way, a 2-door Jeep with nice wide tires has got nothing to worry about on those dunes, man. Even in the hot sun, you're just going to float on top. All the 4 doors with the skinny tires, though, I know they were worried.
Yeah, the skinny
I heard
tires
them on the radio.
And the trick to doing the dunes is to air down to, JD, I think you said you air down to 12 or 13 or something like that.
Yeah,
at 12.
Like,
yep.
Below 14, 15 is like where you start getting stuck. If you get down below 14,
well, they were fluffy too because
they were really fluffy.
It was very
I mean,
hot.
we
It was
were-
very.
But they
yeah.
were so fun to drive on out there. Oh my god, it was a good time.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Well, and I've never driven on dunes before, so and yeah, let's quickly address that. For those of you who are not aware, every single day in is that considered hurricane? There, that is
Hurricane.
considered hurricane, right?
Yep.
Every day in hurricane, it was triple-digit temperatures. Every single day. And the first day that Jason, Pope, Randy, and myself were out on the trail, one of the valleys we were in, my Jeep registered at 118. So, it's like I've been to Vegas when it's that hot, and it's oppressive. But surprisingly, wasn't too shabby. I'm really glad that I had the fridge. That made a big difference, and snow cones on the trail made a big difference too. So.
Yeah, snow cones are awesome.
Yeah, it was a very nice and pleasant surprise every day.
I went through 300 cups. 300 snow cones is my tally for the snow cones because
Jesus.
I passed out 300 cups, which
Yeah.
I had several people bring their
did
cup back
multiple.
and refill it. So, yeah, that's the tally.
Because
That's when I-
refills were allowed. Obviously, you could get a new cup if you wanted, but
I wasn't told about this. No. Okay.
Yeah, 600,000. Next year, I think we need to bring 600 cups with
Oh
us.
my gosh.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to do freeze pops.
They'll last until Saturday.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
do need a fridge setup though. This year the heat was so oppressive.
It was so bad with the ice. The ice was
like people's stuff was melting under their hood. It was getting so hot out there. And
Oh, yeah,
our ice would just, the cooler wouldn't keep it cold. We have been, it was just constantly water by the time lunch hit.
Yeah.
So.
I took the heat guard out of the under hood of the Jeep just to give it some extra air, just because I knew it wasn't going to help. It was just air. It wasn't.
Hood louvers are something you want in that environment for sure, because if you need some way to get the heat to escape and dissipate out of your hood. And like most of the combinations of people are out there that have some sort of air exchange on the inner fender liner, and then it goes up to the hood louvers. And so you got this nice open air system that there's plenty of places for heat to go.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, I had to come to terms with the heat. But outside of that, the experience of driving on these rocks, you guys have talked about that they're not, like, it's not sticky. It's not slick rock. It's not Moab. If you're from Colorado, I would actually kind of liken it to some of the granite that you roll on here. It's kind of because of the sand that kind of sits on top of it. It makes it a little slick. It was very interesting to drive on all the way around. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed, even on the day that I rode with you guys. And I told this to Pope, and I repeated this a few times, and I'll say it again. The day I went out with Pope and Randy, what did we do? The hell was the name of it?
Triple jointed. It's a level 9 trail.
So level 9.
It was well led by Julie and Matt, so it didn't feel very scary or sketchy at all. It was part of what they did a nice job of it. Plus, we're decent drivers, but they kind of like put us in exactly the right spot to be efficiently go through that trail. It felt really great. It was every single line we were on was good.
Yeah. It felt. The problem with it is that there was more than once where I'm just like, I'm really not scared of what's going on here, even as a passenger.
Yeah. And that was during times when we were off camber with a tire in the air.
There is at least one time where you slammed me in the side of the Jeep on the rail on the side, and I was just like, oh, well, that's going to leave a bruise in my arm. Let's go. It bothered me a little bit that it didn't bother me, and because normally that isn't kind of my wheeling, right? Like, I'm much more the backcountry kind of a wheeler, not the rock crawling kind of guy. But I was like, I could probably get used to doing this and having a good time doing it. So yeah, that was fun. I'm afraid of that might be an expensive discovery for me. Finding out that I like that, but it was a lot of fun. And yeah, that was the whole week was a blur. I mean, we all pretty much hung out every day and evening, at least in some capacity. There was stuff going on every day, night, even if you didn't go to like the big woo woo parties that they had at the beach. And it was like I was so tired when I got home. And I'm still tired, and I'm gonna probably be tired for another couple weeks, because it's just you burn it at both ends, and in a good way. Like I never really. Now, come Saturday, I think it was Saturday, I got offered up to go out on a level 7 with my Jeep, and I'm just like, I'm too tired for that shit. Like, it's just beyond the level of comfort for me, and a level 7 out of 10, not the other scale. And I'm like, it's just out of the level of comfort for me, and I don't really think that I want to try to do that when I'm this tired. And based on my previous couple of situations that you guys had witnessed, one of which you had witnessed, I'm like, I probably shouldn't risk it at this point. I should probably do something ezy. So I still managed to get myself lost.
Tire pick, JD.
Yeah, how's your first time almost flipping?
I don't want to call it a flip or an almost flip. I want to call it a whoopsie, maybe.
It's a good Jeep wave.
It's a good Jeep wave. I finally posted the video today, and let's see here if we get this picture.
It definitely woke me up.
Yeah, if you watch in the lower right hand corner of this video, you'll actually see Jason behind me as he quickly decides that he's going to back up. Yeah. So this is. Do you guys know the name of this obstacle?
It's not named.
A hill.
Okay, that's fine. It's kind of like it's not really considered an obstacle to most people.
But it should have some kind of a name, because it's notorious for doing exactly what you're about to show.
The best part about it is that I went through and I knew that was going to happen. So I call our friend's kid up, I brought up Josh Jr., Rubistina's son.
Down here, standing here in the foreground. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm like, come watch him and make sure he doesn't fall in the hole. And then JD did not listen to what he said.
Well, I also thought he told me to line up with my. Yeah, there it is. He told me to line up with my. And if you're on Instagram, I'm sorry I cut this off. You'll have to go check out my Instagram page for it today.
Yeah.
But he had told me to line up with the tire mark there, and the tire mark was a little bit wider, so I went for the outer edge rather than the inner side of it. And so then he got me lined up again, and I was good to go when I went right up it.
Now, if you were going a little bit more slowly, you probably could have got away with it and just kept going.
No, not on a two-door.
No, I wasn't locked, and it just my wheels were spinning. That's why it looks like I was going so fast. Yeah. And as soon as my wheel goes free, then it's just spinning, and essentially I felt like I would
definitely get away with it in a
two-wheeling.
4-door. No, you couldn't have got away with it there. That would have fucking flopped you for sure.
Yeah. And then Jason's back here freaking out.
I wasn't freaking out. I was kind of laughing at first. I was like,
I'll give you space.
I'll back out. I'll give you a little space. Yeah. So, that one, like I told you guys then, that one did not freak me out in the moment. I actually felt very confident about throwing it in neutral reverse, and
you had good instincts on it, obviously, because you got into like just about to where it was about bad, and you could tell you shifted into neutral and reverse and got out. It wasn't. It didn't look like you. Didn't look like you were gonna fuck up and die. That's good.
Yeah, but I mean, it's hard to exactly explain exactly how vertical I was when we stopped for snow cones.
I know how vertical you were.
Yeah, you were like one or two more inches
backwards.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of people roll on that obstacle, and actually somebody had flopped on that obstacle.
And that's the other
Someone
thing.
Someone did flop exactly there an hour before we got to it, because that's how long it took to recover them. Someone actually did flopped right in that exact same spot. And last year when we were on this trail, 2 people flopped in that spot.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
we've
and-
seen like 3 rollovers on this trail, and they're all in that little spot right there. And last
None
year,
of which
Desi
you
was
disclosed to me until we were already on the trail. I'd like to bring up. None of
spotter for you. I
Yeah.
got the spotter. He's in a 2-door, and it's always the 2-doors. That
Now it's a level 5 trail, but for a 2-door, it might be it's a little more challenging because of that exact type of thing where your wheelbase is a little shorter, and you got to be a little more
definitely really need a
cautious
spotter
about the
there.
tires dipping down in there.
Yeah. So yeah, lessons learned. It was fun.
I've seen as many
and
rollovers on Resurrection as I have on Fallen.
Thanks, Ryan. Brown stains on seats are just interior trail marks.
Yes.
Is Ryan's. So, and again, I didn't shit myself for this in the moment. I actually didn't have a problem with it until I got back to the hotel and I was looking at the drone footage, and then I'm like, oh, that was real fucked. That really could have been bad. I had my handheld radio on my dash, and after this went down, I could hear everybody talking, but I couldn't find my radio anymore. I'm like, well, it must have fallen in the back someplace. It had fallen all the way in between the fridge and the back door in the crevice. And it was significant. I was significantly vertical. So, yeah.
So do you think a Toyota on 35s could do that trail?
Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
4Runner? Yeah. I bet a Tacoma could. It's the butt.
Oh, you
I don't know.
I
if
think
You would
it's-
tap throughout.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it would be hard for like breakover.
it'd be hard for breakover, but we actually did drag a F-150 trimmer edition through that last year.
Yeah, I think
And-
the operative word there is probably drag, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna
But they
say
weren't
the
on
drag boat
35s.
was
They were on
unfair.
stock. They were on stock
Okay.
tires. They were still on 32s
Oh,
or
okay.
33s. So 35s would give you more, but I wouldn't take my F-350 on 35s through that. That'd be fucking dumb.
Yeah, I think she can handle it. But yeah, we need to get you part of this picture, Alyssa. So we just need to get you in there. So
I would totally hop in there.
yeah, this one was
The
pretty.
Misfit
it's
World Order
real pretty
theme for
around the
this
top.
trip.
It's pretty.
Yeah, it was really nice.
So cool.
Yeah, I got to give you
Did
credit.
You guys,
No, go ahead, Alyssa.
no, I was gonna say you asked about a Tacoma or a Toyota being out there. Did you guys meet Limitless out there?
I did.
Okay.
I
Oh,
did.
you did?
Yeah, he has. I mean, his Tacoma doesn't count as a Tacoma anymore, but that thing could tackle anything. I don't know if you've seen it on the trails or on obstacles.
I haven't.
No, we've seen a number of 4Runners out on trails like these. Double Semi is probably the hardest one I've seen a 4Runner on that's not, unless it's like super sick and built. But for your
Yeah.
4Runner on 37s, I've seen him on that a lot.
Yeah, oh, that's right. He has a runner, not a
Brian on the
Tacoma.
live. Yeah, Brian on the live said a Lexus on 35s, which I think that's who you're talking about. He did have a Lexus.
Yeah, it was that. I just had to check it.
Mhm.
Yeah. This is insane.
I met I met him at the Glow party or Concord Trails party. Yeah, pretty good dude.
Dude,
Mhm.
thanks for the pizza at the
He's
Glow
cool.
Party, man.
Yeah, Jason paid for
No, you're
everybody's
welcome.
pizza.
Jason bought
Hey,
pizza
what's
for
up?
everyone.
I don't know if I paid for everyone's. I mean, that pizza was expensive, but
At least
I
the
don't-
first hour was covered by Jason.
yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
I even got some pizza.
And Randy
It might
and
have
I
been
and our
one of
friends
two
over by
times I ate.
Spartacus ended up having like 6 pizzas.
No, well, I made friends with the pizza guys, and they just kept one on the.
Every time our pizza got done, they would add another one to it. They
They've
just
just
kept,
giving
I don't know
us,
how they
like-
kept track of it.
Well, I was giving them alcohol and accoutrements, so
Oh,
they were,
nice.
like,
Nice.
yeah, I was hooking them up, and then they just throw pizza on the back of Spartacus tailgate every few minutes, every so often, whenever it was empty. It was that was a great night.
That was
the
fun.
best
Yeah.
pizza
I mean, as
ever.
soon as the sun went down, I left, but
yeah. So as soon as
It
down,
took us
you
a
went
minute to
wheeling.
find you. Yeah,
what's that?
if you missed it. There you go. There's this event's unicorn.
Yeah.
So
I was already
It's
gone, and
perfect.
I was on a night run.
hats off to the Rubistina for this photo, because he killed it. And yeah, I don't know how we should have led with this. Like, so this is officially like season 2. Like, this is after Trail Hero. We're starting up now. This was the bottle of champagne that I had there was specifically for the fact that we've gone 64 episodes in a whole year. Like, and I just don't even know how we got here. That's awesome.
Welcome to season 2. We're gonna add Spanish swear words for season 2.
Yeah, now with more shit for the shit show.
Hecho mierda.
I still don't understand Spanish.
Oh shit, that's awesome. But
And no need to.
fair enough.
Sorry, I had to go there.
This is our newest member.
Oh yeah, we have some.
Here we go.
We haven't shown him yet.
He's
Oh,
so
hey, puppy.
sweet.
It's Bowser.
His little face. Not you.
He's been like climbing all over me, so I figured I'd say hi to him.
He's adorable.
Bowser.
So sweet.
That's a great name, by the way.
Bowser.
I said earlier today,
Yeah.
like in the chat, I'm like, who the hell is Bowser? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is a purebred Frenchie, and he's just trying to find his way in our house. He
Aw.
loves cuddling. He's just a super cuddle bug. And
That's awesome.
yeah, he's fun. Moose
Congratulations,
isn't
you
happy
guys.
about him. Moose does not like him.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
Well,
Yeah.
Moose,
He's new.
Look
they're
at there.
gonna
Yeah.
they're gonna be friends soon. It's a little soon. Moose is like, hey, these are my toys, you little bastard. You can't touch them.
Yeah.
That's usually what
That's
And
my
will
happens.
he
sweet
be-
bowl you're licking.
When will he become co-pilot or passenger princess?
I think we're gonna try it out soon.
Yeah. He's got like a chair that we're gonna put in my Jeep, and we're gonna let him try riding.
And we even got him little goggles.
Yeah, he's got little goggles.
Oh,
So he's gonna come with us on probably the Halloween run, I think, that we're gonna do with Dirty Adventure Crew.
Yeah.
We got to get him indoctrinated, so we got to start him young.
Yep.
Yeah.
that'd be sweet. Yeah.
He's already doing really good at following us around the yard and coming when we call him.
He knows his name.
He
It's
knows
the
his
cutest
name
thing
already.
ever. He gets so excited when you
Aw.
say his name. He's like, me?
Oh,
Oh my god, this dog.
He's really sweet. He's
so
stupid cute.
sweet.
hmm
Does he have
Dottie
a little
doesn't-
spike collar?
No.
No, it's a little
Oh.
footprints.
But I think I am going to get him a spike
Okay.
collar so that
It'd be like
It looks
the Lucy
little
head,
spike
you know.
collar. So cute.
it'll actually have a
Not
purpose.
you.
It'll be the spike collar, so when Moose tries to hurt him, it'll hurt Moose
He's not gonna
first.
hurt him.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
War over here.
You'll need those weird like spiky vests for the forest or whatever, or like for hawks and falcons. We'll have to wear one of
There you go.
those. Look like a little punk.
What you
Oh, so
what
cute.
you drinking there?
Is that just a flask with the Crash Fab logo on it?
Right.
No, it's a Modelo. I don't know how long it's been in my refrigerator, but I'm running out of Jaeger, so
I don't,
You shared
that's-
quite a bit of
down on
Jaeger
that.
with us this week.
Yeah, we got to take a shot of Jaeger
Man.
in real life.
Yep.
yeah.
With Jason.
I didn't drink as much Jaeger as I normally do, so
We,
that was
we
good.
didn't get to do a shot of Fireball altogether because we kept forgetting to
Mm.
bring it.
Yeah, I should have brought this little bottle of it I had.
What was your favorite part of Trail Hero, Jason?
I would say the amount of trails that I got to do this year. I did wheel with a lot more different people. That first night, you guys got me on that Rev Kit night run. That was a little wild. That
Fuck
was,
yeah.
That is one of the
ended
wild.
up-
Let's discuss the Rev Kit.
Let's
hangover.
discuss the
That
Rev
thing
Kit.
was so.
The hangover. The Rev Kit had a
Toyota.
Toyota or a Lexus or some shit.
No, it was a Toyota, and
Still
it
a
was
Toyota.
Yeah.
yeah, it was like on 45-inch super swampers, triangulated, stupid. I think they like literally like rolled it 3 times a day for like the entire week. They put it on, tried to put it on. I think it had like what 145-inch wheelbase.
Yeah,
or
145-inch wheelbase. So when they were trying to get that thing up the middle monkey, that was the
that
line.
was the funniest thing.
That was the funniest shit. Then I took that line that they were putting that thing on, and I got up it, which was fucking amazing because I couldn't reproduce that effect the next day.
I forgot all about the other little tiny bumps after you get up there and in the dark.
Oh shit!
Wow. Yeah. I got up over there and I kept driving, and it was like I was all over the place. But that was definitely a wild night, and then
we ended up doing broken
was...
milts into the fallen that night. At the we didn't stop. I thought, oh, we're at the middle monkey. We're fucking leaving now, and then it's like, holy shit, we're on broken milts now. What the fuck are we doing?
All over the place.
I didn't know where we were at. I was just following.
It was so fun.
It was so fun.
One of the funnest nights.
At one point, I looked behind us in the dark, and it was like looking at a traffic jam coming out of Salt Lake. Like just lights, just winding down, and it was all the people on that night run. It was insane.
Yep. I'm so glad we did that night run. That was like, that kind of started off Trail Hero in a certain way, because it was like, we had a few little things before that, but then it was like, let's go run with Rev Kit at night.
Yeah. I just found out they were in Denver.
And then we got
to, and then,
yeah, we should get them on your show. They'd be fun to have on there.
I think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I was thinking about the same. Like, they would be. There's a bunch of people. I talked to a few more people too. I talked to Northridge too. They might be able to get on at some point.
Yeah.
Excuse me. They said in a couple months.
Okay.
So
yeah.
Rev Kit is fun as fuck to wheel with, but they're also like the guys that you can call and be like, "Hey, you got a PSC hose clamp I can borrow?" Or
yeah, they're always
like
awesome.
They'll come across the mountain and come help you out when if they don't, it's just one of those things. They're those kinds of nice guys.
They'll also get you in trouble.
They'll also get you in trouble.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, those messages. Yeah. Yeah, when I ran into you guys that night there, I was like, man, I'm out of my element here. I don't know how I got to this place, but yeah. And then you guys walked in the door, and I was like,
yeah.
Oh,
that was weird to walk into that party and who was there when we got there. And it was like, because we walk into this party for Rip Kid, and there's just like, Brandy doesn't want me to say, but there's people there that we follow and we're fans of that are there. Yeah. And we're like, holy shit. And then there's a lot of people that we just see on Instagram a lot that we hang out with.
It was crazy.
See, Pope, you said that probably in your mind. When I walked in, I actually said it out loud. I said, who the fuck invited me to this? And Rev Kit Mike was like, I did. I need somebody to drink with. And next thing you know, we're doing shots.
Yeah.
Oh, they are like,
I woke
solid.
Up. I did have a designated driver, so, but I did wake up. I don't know what time it was, but I woke up in the passenger seat of my Jeep. Like, somebody even reclined it for me and put a blanket over me. And I woke up outside on the street like that, and remember sitting up going, all right, I'm good. Let's go wheeling. Yeah. I took a quick shower and I was back on the mountain.
That party was kind of a who's who of wheeling of these people who do this kind of stuff.
It was fun.
It was really a good time. Yeah, it was crazy running Jason
time.
there. I was glad Jason was there because it was someone I knew.
I was glad you walked in. I remember when I walked in and I looked at all the Jeeps that were there, I was like, I don't know if I'm at the right place. And it's kind of like Pope and Randy said, like when you walk in the door, you're just kind of starstruck and you're like, I don't know if I got the right house.
But this is a good idea, and they're offering alcohol.
I mean, there is that.
Yeah. That was the only thing that made me comfortable is like when Mike was like, want to do shots? I said, yeah, you got Jaeger? And of course he was like, no. I was like, I guess tequila will work. But it was a pretty good time.
Oh, I don't know how many shots of tequila I drank. Like 4, I think.
Oh, my God.
Well, if you don't remember, then imagine how many I did. I was the one pouring them.
All I know is I drank.
And they weren't shot glasses.
I drank for a whole week with all of you. I came home
Mhm.
and rested a couple days, and then yesterday I went to the Great American Beer Festival with my father-in-law, and
Ooh, that sounds fun.
you know what? It was. It wasn't this morning, but it was a lot of fun last night. So, yeah, they give you a little 3-ounce thing. You can just walk around and people fill up beer for you for 4 hours, and then you get back on the
Yeah,
light rail.
we got
and come
some
home.
comments.
Yeah, what we got.
We just haven't looked at it in a little bit. We are at the top of the
Yeah, I
world.
saw Sandhollow 4x4 posted that I'm guessing they're at the top of the world.
Cool.
So, I have to show you guys this. So, Randy, I know you really wanted me to go out with you guys on that last day. And then I really wanted to check out this trail that they had. Oh no, you better play it now for me. But I went out. So my last day out there, I went out on East Rim. I started on the edge of town essentially, and then rode around back through town. Oh, come on, one of these has to play for me. All right,
We did East Rim quite a few times, didn't we?
On accident.
on accident.
Oh, if you're not lost in Sand Hollow at least once, then you haven't been in Sand Hollow.
Yeah. We actually started utilizing East Rim as our way to find our way to Sand Dunes access and then get back across the mountain.
Oh, I actually got lost in the process, so it wasn't.
Oh, yeah.
It's real easy. No, go ahead.
Yeah, we need to use the maps that the locals use out there and or improve the other ones. But
I mean, there needs to be
There's a-
something.
they-
Yeah.
yeah, because there's like cool trails out in those areas that are just sand dune trails. This is the route you go for sand dunes.
Yeah. Let me
And there's
see if I
lots
can
of cool things like that.
share this here. Let's see.
Hey Bowser, hey bud.
Right. All right. Let's do this for
He's so
screen.
cute.
I think he's getting hungry. He's starting to chew on me.
He's starting to chew
So
on
while
me.
he's looking for this, Pope, Randy, what was your favorite thing? Oh, no, he's there.
No, you're good.
I got a couple of
oh,
That's
JD,
cool.
don't go forward. Don't
no,
go
you're
forward.
good. So real quick, this
Yeah.
is
stop there.
you're talking. Yeah, no kidding, right? Park. Do not. So actually, I did choose where I parked there specifically because this rock is very crumbly in places, and I was not going to risk putting my tires on the front and being that guy in the news story. So yeah. So for the top of the world folks out there, this was a lot easier to get to than the top of the world Moab. I'll tell you that. And it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous.
Oh yeah, you've got that Warner Valley
Beautiful.
view there. It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So, yeah, I got lost a couple times on this one. The GPX
Very
gets a
worth
little
it, though.
squirrely,
So pretty.
but yeah, it was really good. So,
You get a little Jeremy Bearimy in your GPX tracks.
Nah. yeah, I no. The sad part was I had the Trails Off Road stuff, and it still was not helping me in terms of like. The GPXs were good and they were easy, but the problem is that when you're on the ground, it doesn't always update as fast as you need it to, and then you're like, oh, I need to back up and it's yeah. There's more than one place where I'm like, oh, those looks like the tracks I'm supposed to follow, and they were not the tracks you're supposed to follow.
What did somebody said?
Car two
What
tracks,
is the one that?
Cardo tracks.
car two
Yeah.
tracks, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what a
Cardo
lot
tracks.
of the locals use, so the tracks are a lot better.
And
yeah. That's what the locals map their trails out there.
yeah, and that's what Rich was saying. They use it to map their trails
And
with.
it's what they use for trail hero guides and stuff like that too.
Yeah, so
It's pretty neat. I haven't actually tried it, and the reason I was told I should try it is because I was bitching about how there's nothing out there. Like I was in a spot of the mountain that I've never been in before. I'm like, there's nothing here. I didn't know where to go from here to find my other things that I was at.
yeah.
And it was then the next day we drove that same route again, and then we drove that route again the next day after that.
Ugh.
But there's a lot of stuff there. So my favorite things that I did,
Yeah.
Jason, I got a couple of milestone obstacles off of my list. I got
Middle monkey.
Middle Monkey,
Middle monkey happened.
by sending it. Fucking sent it.
You gotta be nuts.
And I got You Gotta Be Nuts. Those were the two things I wanted to do. I had to do the maze this trip Chuck Converse is fun to go out on a trail with if you don't know if you've ever been out there. We've helped them enough times on the women's runs that they know that they can actually utilize us to help us well when we're out there. But we rode that trail, and that's one of my favorite trails. But just getting You Gotta Be Nuts, I actually just had like a plan. I was completely confident. I wasn't even nervous about it. I was just like, I drove right up to it, knew exactly what I was going to do. I got some of the dust off my tires and just walked straight up it.
Nice.
And
you got all your rest on that day on Milt's Mile. You were sleeping like nonstop, bro.
oh yeah.
Oh, he slept on. He was sick.
I was sick as fuck on Milt's Mile.
He was sick.
The women's run
everybody
on
asked me
Milt's
what I
Mile
did
when
that
I was
day.
spotting out in the 110-degree sun, I was actually completely drenched in sweat. I was sick with COVID. And
Sick
yeah,
with COVID.
there's a reason why I didn't
No,
get
we
close to
actually
people.
came home and tested positive. We've
Yeah.
been sick all week.
No, you fucker. Thanks, dude.
Yeah. So
We didn't know.
And I was riding around with you guys.
I know you rolled like that. So Pope's favorite part is that he got his 2 feet. I mean, literally, he got up middle monkey and he's like, "We can go home.
yeah,
Like,
I was
we're
like,
done
go
now.
home now. That's
We're
it.
good.
That's it. That's all I've wanted from this trip."
I was gonna try
That
crawling
trip-
it, but
that-
Tanner talked me into just sending it.
Tanner's a good guy.
That trip, the ladies run, every time somebody asks me about it, I'm like, yeah, I walked 2 miles of Milt's Mile.
Yep.
Yeah.
I would say, to be honest with you, in the whole entire trip, there's two days. The ladies' run was probably my favorite part of the whole trip, just because it was awesome. I got Jason in the back, and I had Pope as my passenger, and the girls like killed it. And I had a couple of my really good friends, like I had Joe out there like owning the trail, and I was sitting there watching Naomi just kick ass and take names. So it was just, I would say the girls' run was probably my favorite part of Trail Hero.
And it's fun because Naomi and JoJo kind of like they learned to wheel with us and with Aaron Mercer and Sand Hollow 4x4 is where Naomi kind of got her 101 from. And those, we know how to speak to Naomi because she learned from the same people that we learned from. And it was just fun to see the growth of these people.
It was
They're
fun to
so
watch. So
awesome.
we were on the trail with Naomi the very first day she ever was on the trail. She was like her first Sand Hollow day on the trail. She was taking the 101 with Crystal and TJ.
Mhm.
And we happened to be there. And then to be able to watch her just like follow my lines and like do middle monkey and all those kind of things, it was just, my heart just burst. Like, I don't like watching some of these girls that like literally knew nothing and now they're out there acting like they own the trail, and I'm just so proud of them. That was like one of the coolest
It
days.
was. It was fun to watch them and see the smiles on their faces.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Now, my head still hurts from your roll cage, by the way. So if you ever ride in the back of there, like listen to Pope and Randy. Sit in the middle seat. Oh
Well-
my goodness.
Well, and also Jason got to hear us like have a total meltdown because we had to take everybody back through the sand.
That shit was funny.
And then I had to do it again the next day.
I know. Well, we were,
No.
so like
These two are yelling at each other, like, and then Pope's not paying attention, hits a bump while he's trying to take a drink of his Rockstar. It goes fucking everywhere. Randy's yelling at him. Then they go over an edge of something, and they're like,
Oh, that edge was
Pope
fucking
stops and's like,
steep.
he's like, which way do I go? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get out right here.
I don't
I will
want
spot
anything
you.
to do with
no,
this
we
moment.
almost went off. So, well, we were leading everybody out. No, I was driving at that point because I had Pope
Yeah.
drive through the sand dunes because he was like, he drives. I hate the sand dunes, and
Yeah, eventually, I was navigating from my phone in the backseat.
Oh my god.
Yep.
We had at the end
And,
of the ladies.
and what's funny is Jason was navigating the way I didn't want to go, but it was the right way.
It was like the Three Amigos.
Don't tell me
It was
where to
Sue's
go. I
favorite
know where I
moments.
don't want
It
to
was
go.
like fucking Cheech and Chong and Dumb and Dumber all
Oh my
mixed
God,
into
it was
one.
like, because we had no casualties the whole day on the girls' run, and then like
We
one
made it.
girl end up flopping on hard left turn, and it was totally like a freak thing. It just happened that way. But she was fine, but they wanted to let her engine sit for a minute because it was smoking pretty bad.
They were going to pull the
needed
plugs,
to get
actually.
everybody out of the trail. And so we were like, yeah, well, we can. They're like, can you lead them through the sand dunes? And both of us are like, holy crap, I hate being like responsible for other people. And Jason saw me and Pope just have a come apart, like taking everybody, but we did it. We got through.
Yeah, it was just funny.
Yeah. It was like a big family event. It was awesome.
It was
like,
so funny.
Just gonna sit back here. I don't want to get hit. No.
Why are my parents fighting?
Fighting? We were just like, shit. The pressure of like having all those rigs like following you out, and that they're all like. And anyway, but it was pretty funny because I decided to drive off a cliff, and I'm like, oh, I can do this, but most of the people behind me can't. And so that's when Jason jumped out and was like spotting people around that section. It was fun.
It got deep right there.
Turned out it was real easy. It was just that Randy chose something that was not a line at all, and the trail was actually right to the right of her. So when I got out, I looked and I was like, "Oh wow, look, there's tire tracks right here. Here, why don't everybody just go this way?" Yeah, it worked out good.
We got through it.
That's
we got
awesome.
everybody back to safety.
The flop on the girls' run was. It's like Randy said, it was like a freak thing, but at the same time, there was a young girl was talking to me about whether or not she could make that, and I turned around and I looked, and I think she said she just got her Jeep, and they aren't rock rails, they're kind of like the Amazon steps.
Yeah.
But that's the way she bought it, and I looked at it, and I was like, well, how do you feel? And I remember her comment was so classic. I didn't know how to respond, because she was such a tiny thing, and she's like, I know that these rails right here are going to get hung up, but I feel like I just need to grow a set of balls and go for it. And I'm like, okay.
Right.
And as she said that, I turned around and I looked, and I saw that Jeep going over, and I said, well, this one's about ready to flop. And it did. And she looked at me and she goes, never mind. There's my answer. I'm not going to do it. I was like, it's probably wise.
Man. I thought she was still going to do it after the roll.
A lot of girls that like literally.
She chose right. She chose right.
I woke up just as that Jeep was about to flop. That's when I woke up.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh shit, that guy's about to tip over.
This is going to end badly.
I was going to stick my finger. Yeah, I was going to stick my finger in your nose, and Randy was like, "Do it, do it."
Leaping.
Like, oh.
I was out.
Little did we know he was like dying sick.
Yeah, well we kind of. I feel like we
100
kind of
degree
knew.
temperatures.
Yeah, in 100-degree temperature. Yeah.
But what are you gonna do? You're gonna
With
go home
sand
early,
and
or
dirt.
you're
Yeah.
gonna just fucking grow a set of balls and suck it up
At
until
that point,
Saturday,
you're just pushing through. Yep, you're
Yeah.
pushing through.
Oh my god.
If you go to Trail Hero every year, and to do something like we did on that ladies run, thank you, Randy. Thank you, Pope, for inviting me along to do that. I really enjoyed that. That was fun. To just take a day and go out there and help out was a lot of fun.
You know, and they really appreciated your
all the
help. They
people.
went out of their way to tell our friends to, that they appreciated having you on the trail as one of the helpers with us.
Well, that's what I love about this group and this ladies group is they're like there's men on this trail, and we got here because of men, and we're out here, and like if you don't want a guy spotting you, then you don't have to, but like it was just a great way that they like brought everybody together, and they were like just appreciative of everything, and I think that it's just a solid run. I think the ladies run at Trail Hero and Winter 4x4 is always a really good time.
Yeah.
I think it's funny too that a lot of us like recognize each other's rigs, but then when we see each other in person, we have no clue who they are.
There are a lot of people who I saw their Jeeps before I recognized them as people. Yeah, it's sad, but some of us, like, I don't post a whole lot of pictures of myself on the page, so I wouldn't expect people to. Plus,
yeah, I don't like to, because I don't think I'm an attraction on our page.
No, I definitely don't think I'm bringing the
think you're
ladies.
sexy,
I mean,
Pope.
we're bringing the Jasons.
Says the Pope with his special Pope limited edition T-shirt.
It looks like your Toyota Tacoma.
Misfit World Order merchandise.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Is that your homage to the Tacoma?
I'm
Okay.
muting. I'm muting while I get.
All right. Well, when Jason gets back, I'll show this this video of my of me waggling my ass on this
Yeah, I
trail.
want to see your other mishap.
Yeah, I want Jason to see this because I'm looking forward to his criticism. Let's see here, so Alyssa, we went out to Tokerville on a
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm dying to hear about this too.
on a dirt road. And
yeah, that's a dirt road.
I need to
Okay.
back up
It'll
a
be
second
easy.
here.
It'll
Jason,
be
is
fast.
Tokerville a dirt road?
Dirt road.
Tokover at Village. What is that?
It's a lighter.
He's using a bottle
Oh,
opener.
party trick.
So this is my question
Yeah.
to everybody out there. Is Tokerville a dirt road?
Yeah. All right. Yes. I
Yes.
want to hear this from.
You have to add like a percentage in that though. Is it 100% a dirt road? No. It's not.
Is it all dirt or is there some rock in there? I think that's the.
Always a couple rocks in a dirt road. I
Yeah,
don't
and then
know.
sometimes the first 2 miles is an unrelenting rock yard of just bumpy. Like again, it wasn't bad. It was just it never stopped.
Yeah.
It was just so funny. Alyssa and I are
Hey,
just
so
on the
imagine
radio.
in winter, this whole section that you're at is a mudslide. It is so fun.
Yeah. So this,
That looks so fucking
yeah, I
boring.
know, Jason. But you know what? For us, us little people out here, we had a great
It
time.
was chill.
So it was fun. It was actually pretty trail.
It was chill.
No, I
It was
actually
scenic.
thought this would be really fun for your Jeep to do, to be
Wait a
honest
minute,
with you.
there's a bump. There's a
Look,
bump.
see?
See,
is
not
dirt.
dirt, not dirt. So, but this was
Maybe
pretty
we
dry.
should describe it as a rocky
Did you see
road.
the articulation on that thing? Woo.
I mean, it was pretty. It was
That
gorgeous.
is a dirt road. So this is the funny part about it is like all of a sudden JD's like that because I told them I'm like you guys can totally do it. It's a dirt road, and then he
There-
gets done and he
there's
goes,
a
"We
fucking
need to
Maverick.
discuss."
Did you guys miss it? There's a Maverick right there.
Oh,
Well,
that's
I
a
ended
Blue
up
Bob
being the
Gladiator.
Maverick
Whose is
because I ended up giving up my 2 gallons of gas to somebody who had been running this trail as part of the Trail Hero group that day.
I almost
And
ran
they
out of
did
gas one day
gas up.
too. It's when I didn't
Oh,
make
man.
it
I
back.
don't know. I think she was new.
that? One day we ought to do a trail event etiquette episode and talk about things like make sure you're fueled up,
Yeah.
have the right rig
Yes,
for the
please.
trail you signed up for.
Sometimes you don't have an option, Pope. Like I woke up one morning and was told when I woke up, you have 15 minutes to get to the trail. And yeah, I was there, but
Yeah.
I made it. Somehow I came off the trail and had more fuel than when it's something to do with my Motobuilt fuel
It's the
tank.
Motobuilt
but, yeah.
fuel cells. They have they get gas as you go.
Yeah. I know what the problem is, but then there's nothing you can really do about it.
Yeah.
So,
Just know that if you have a Motobuilt fuel tank with the extension rods, I measured it, and if you're in a JK, if you have a 1/4 tank showing, you have 5 gallons left. Anything more or less than that, I have no idea.
That's kind of how
Yeah.
Randy's is. She's
Mm.
full until like half a tank, and then somewhere about a quarter of a tank, she has to start worrying about it.
Yeah. Like when I built it, I put the tank in. I put perfectly 5 gallons in a 5-gallon tank just to see where it would show. I poured the 5 gallons in, and it came right out at a quarter of a tank, which makes sense because it's a 22-gallon tank.
Yeah.
But when that thing comes off full, it just goes
Yeah.
like
Bender
it's crazy.
Bender
It's
described it
full
to me
forever.
as you really don't care as much about your gas levels when your gas tank is mostly full. You really need
Yeah.
to know when it's empty. And so that's kind of
That's
why
probably-
it works
That's pretty
that way.
smart. That's wise thinking. Like
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
I'm just like,
When
you
you're
know
out of
how to make it
gas,
do
you
math evenly
need
the
to
whole
know.
way?
All right.
I still have never done Tokerville though. I've never done it.
So the
I
first
need
2
to do
miles,
it.
I'd say, is probably
it's
kind
just
of a rocky.
It's just a
road.
bumpy, rocky road. It's just not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't anything
It
that
was
either of
tough.
our vehicles couldn't handle. It's just we got to the end of the 2
No.
miles, and I'm just like, I gotta pee. Like that was kind of where I was at with it. It was a
It's kind of one of
I don't
those. If
know
you
if
can
I peed the
disconnect your
entire
sway
trip.
bar, you should.
I don't think I did either. It's so hot.
I think I was so dehydrated. I don't think I peed
No.
at all.
barely. This was okay because we
I
were
never
doing
peed
so
on the
much.
trail. I drank like 12 bottles of water a day, and I never peed on the trail.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah, this is the first time my refrigerator was full of pretty much
Yeah.
water. Yeah, it was pretty intense.
I was in.
I can never do Tokerville Flats though because of people like Dom. Yeah, mostly Dom.
Mostly Dom.
Dom's like, night run.
So
You want to run this? You want to run
Well,
this?
you know,
yeah, count
what
me
you
in.
need
I'm
to
in.
do is like the best way to do Tokerville if you want rocks is do rattlesnake to Tokerville on one
Yeah.
of the hotter days because you're in the river the whole
you're in the river
time.
the whole day.
And it's fun.
Like
And
this,
it's like
this weather would have been perfect to do Rattlesnake Gulch.
yeah.
I would have loved doing it then. One of the things that we do with Dirty Adventure Cruise, we do most of Tokerville, then there's a little drop off that we take to do the last little part of Rattlesnake Gulch,
which makes it really nice.
which makes it really fun. It turns Tokerville from
JK Trailfinder said the same thing.
Yeah, it turns Tokerville from like a 2 to a 5, and it's a lot of fun. It's a blast.
Yeah. Rattlesnake though is just fun.
Rattlesnake Gulch is fun. You got to watch yourself because it gets deep.
Yeah, but it's fun.
All right.
You just let your least favorite person go first.
Yeah, so we sent an Aqua Jeep guy through there.
Wow. Shots fired.
Oh, whatever.
Was he not
He's
first?
tall. He's tall enough.
He's tall enough, so no matter how deep the water got, his head would stay above it.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
All right.
So hey, I have a quick question though. Hope, Randy,
Yeah.
JD, I know you were out there too.
Allegedly.
If you had to say this trail hero, did you change up your favorite trails? Like, did you run anything that was like, hey, now this is my favorite trail?
That's a good one.
We didn't do anything new this trip, and it was because we were mostly there to hang out with friends. Like, we didn't really care what we were doing. We just wanted to hang out with we got to like see a lot of really cool people, and we really spread ourselves out this year. Like, I think sometimes we get stuck in a rut not in a rut. It's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
Where we see the exact same people
We will,
every single day.
like,
but
there's years where we will with Aqua Jeep Girl every day.
Mhm.
And I mean, I love hanging out with her,
Rubistina
but
every day.
it was kind of nice that we got to see.
We split it up
multiple
into
groups.
multiple groups. I loved our Trailhead podcast day. That was a good day.
That was fun. Yep. We're gonna next year. I
But
think.
we didn't do anything.
Go ahead, Brittany.
What?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I just said I don't think we did anything new. So it
Yeah,
was
like
kind of.
Friday, I actually said something around to the effect of, I don't feel like I've challenged myself yet.
You should have went the last day with me. Jeez, that was wild.
And even the maze we've done before, so it wasn't that much of a challenge. It was like I knew exactly where to go. I mean, it was really fun. But there's like what did you do? Front range?
I did a joint effort followed by an obstacle or two of chain reaction.
Yeah, that's
JD,
challenging.
Can you go to Crash Fab's? Can you go to Crash Fab's page and pull up his last video of his wife driving the first obstacle? By the way, it's a bypass of chain reaction.
Yeah.
It was intense, and I was right behind her. That
Is it the one labeled when
Let me
the
just tell
plan
you.
is full throttle?
yes,
All
the
right.
one. Like
Because joint effort's a 9
Like-
normally, right? If you do the whole thing.
yes, that's a 9, and it was intense. That was a blast. But I will tell you this right here. I was right behind her, and after I seen this, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this.
I did.
Yeah.
But if you can, like, on my computer it's going slow, but if you can see, like, Justin, her husband's recording.
Is she like
he-
fucking
he-
sending it up?
he
a
never
V-notch?
moved. Yeah, you have to. It's like that's a straight up ledge right there, and you have to get
This
over
is
it.
the bypass.
And once you're
This is the
over it,
bypass.
it's all loose dirt, so you can't climb it after that. You just gotta go. And
Nice.
it was like in real life, that shit was insane to watch. Like
It looks
I
insane
almost
on
shit
the internet.
myself.
Like it doesn't look healthy.
Well, you see it in person.
Yeah.
Like if you go, it's kind of hard because I was doing a live. But if you were to watch my live video, watching this, like literally, you can hear me yell back at Reggie, obsessed Jeep girl. I was like, "Yeah, I changed my mind." I was like, "I don't want to do this next. You guys go."
She's on here right now. It was awesome to meet you too, by the way.
That was
it
a
was awesome
great
meeting you,
day.
Reggie.
Oh. Yeah, it was phenomenal.
Can you hear that?
Holy shit.
Obviously, you want to stay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't want to take that line. You want to stay over there?
fast forward a little bit.
It's Instagram. I can't fast forward.
Woo.
You go drive her after. You can get up there, but you got to get up that first part.
Like it just looks insane.
Yeah, wait. It looks better on this
The
video.
wall.
Yeah.
Dude, this shit ain't roads, and here we are.
Right?
This is my first year I
It's
didn't do
a-
any runs with
And
her.
this is the bypass. This is a bypass.
This is the bypass to the thing on the left.
This is the bypass.
This is why when you
Yeah,
get me to
definitely.
do harder trails and you're like, oh, there's bypasses. I'm like, oh, harder
Yeah, there's
bypasses.
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 Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, there's bypasses to
There
everything.
it goes. Oh no, she almost flopped right there.
Damn.
wow.
Yeah, in person, like I watched that right there, and I was like, man, this is not good. What are we thinking? We should have just ended it at joint effort and said we had a successful day.
Yeah, and let that be a reminder, folks.
And-
If your body's telling you and your brain's telling you
Yeah.
to call it a day, you really should just call it a day. In most times,
But it wasn't. I'm telling
I
you,
get it.
JD, after joint effort, we were all on a high. That was a great run, and we're like, yeah, this sounds like a good idea.
Chain
Yeah.
reaction used to be easier than this.
See, this is the problem with Trail Hero is you start out a little mellow at the beginning,
Yeah.
and then you get worse, and then you get more confidence, then you get more confidence, then you get more confidence, and then you end up on the stuff that you said you would never do.
yeah.
Yeah. And to anybody out there watching, I apologize for all the lives. I had like nobody recording me most of the time, so I got a couple people that sent me some stuff, but this by far, capturing it in like real time was insane. And I know this is long, but trust me, it's worth it when you see her go up over here. From my point of view,
Really curious as to when that person's going to get out of the way.
It's-
There it is.
Yeah, move, lady.
So I'll talk you through it a little bit here. Is she's actually wedged, like her back driver tire is kind of stuck, and when it goes, you hear this crazy popping noise, and it was just her treads on her trepadors, like letting go, and then she comes off the
Oh.
ledge and relines up. But
Whoa.
yeah, you can see, yeah, and all she's doing is trying to get her rear end right there from
Well,
being
she's
wedged, in
wedged, so
there.
every time she pushes on the gas,
Yep.
the Jeep tries to pull backwards.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that driver passenger tire was in the air a lot right here while she was trying to get back down.
Yeah.
And like eating a bag of popcorn sitting where I'm at right now, I was just like, it was like a horror movie.
Oh my
I was
god.
like,
Oh,
I don't want to do,
shit.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to do it. And then she gets down, and here it comes, and it's. I think right about here, I was thinking maybe she's backing completely out, and we're just going to turn around, which I would have been fine with.
Nope,
I'd have
it's
been
send
good
it
with I'd have
time.
been like, well, I saw it. We're good. And then she starts going back up it. But when she goes, so two people up on the rocks is Justin, and he's recording. After she did this, Justin thought he moved. And then when they watched the video, he was like, damn, I never even moved. And he doesn't. It's insane.
Rocky Mountain
And the spotter,
JT, sorry.
the spotter,
Pretty wicked. Oh, wow.
Go ahead.
oh no, listen to the commentary on the video now. The spotter's name is Jesse White. He's phenomenal. One of the best there is out there.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Christ.
Shit.
That shit was like watching a space shuttle launch, dude.
My god.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
Holy shit.
So then did you go after her?
That changed my mind. That's awesome.
I still did it, but it was
Wow.
mine doesn't take as long. So if you want to keep
Oh,
it
we'll
rolling,
let it
JD,
roll out,
it'll be
man,
my
yeah.
big thing of fame.
Because then I have my other video to show
That
you,
thing
Jason.
next to it looks like you could play on it though. Kind of go up and
you
around
get
it.
super
And...
tippy and wedged. We had 2 people try it, and it's
Wow, that's
like video. It looks cool, but it's not very friendly.
when you're up on it with this
have to keep
angle,
sending.
that really puts it into perspective for you, though.
Yeah, wait until I start moving up. It really puts it in perspective.
I don't think I'm gonna like that.
That's crazy.
This reminds me of Vernal.
This is just putting front tires on it.
You just fucking send it from weird spots, and you're like, okay, here we go.
Yeah, at that point, you're completely trusting your spotter. Fucking A.
Yeah. Bye.
Sending it to the sky,
Oh
Jason.
my gosh.
Wow.
Then I'm done.
Shit.
I saw the line.
I saw the line.
I saw
Yeah,
the-
but at this point, I forgot I was still live, and when I pull over, I think I said something like, "I need some wet wipes."
Woo! Shit. That was fucking wild.
Damn.
That's awesome.
God damn.
That's fucking
I gotta
wild.
find some wet wipes.
Yeah.
There it is.
There it is.
Oh,
That's amazing, man.
fuck. I'm still alive.
I really
All right.
enjoy the
fuck, I'm so
commentary
alive.
going on
I
here.
gotta
Yeah,
find some wet wipes.
that's awesome.
Wheeling with
Wow.
that group was so much fucking fun. Like they don't back off anything. It's just like, oh, look at that. All right, let's try it. Yeah, I love that. It was so much
We
fun.
almost forgot to
So
talk.
was that your favorite
much.
trail?
So much fun. I just while we were on this live, I bought a new bumper off from Crash Fab. So Reggie, if you're still in here, I need my bumper. I know I ordered it 15, 20 minutes ago, but where's it at?
Get it here tomorrow.
Wow, yeah.
Get it here now.
Yeah.
I'll
Awfully
need it.
demanding. All right.
We've heard they had great customer service, so he's testing it out.
Fair enough.
No, they are some of the nicest people in the world, and yeah, it was a blast on those wheeling trips
Nice.
with them.
We have friends that work with them quite a bit. They're all straightforward people.
Yeah.
A couple of our friends were trying to get us to sign up, but they didn't realize we were with Monobill.
Spacing.
Somehow.
We forgot to chat about what happened to me the night I came into Hurricane.
Oh yeah, you got arrested,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, when I went
You
to
got
jail.
arrested.
I spent 3 weeks in the clink.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
out of
got to
everybody,
remember
you got
those
arrested.
Colorado laws don't apply here. You don't get to have
You can't.
a small
recorded
fortune in your.
Oh well, so here's what happened. So what happened was, I rolled into town at Pope texted me at like 5 o'clock, and he's like, "Are you here yet?" And I'm like, "I'm still."
What the fuck is that? What your dash
Yeah,
looks
dude.
like?
It's awesome.
What the hell? That's like
It's like the
is that
Enterprise.
like all that bougie
It is
shit?
bougie shit. No, I'm 100%.
I did not know you were so
I could.
bougie.
Yeah, we've talked about this dash before, but I don't think you've ever actually seen it. So this is the
I
Carabiner
almost
dash.
put it
No,
on
I
the
never saw
Gladiator
it.
too.
Just-
Yeah, the Gladiator was.
Mine just got a lot of red lights. Mine's got a lot of red lights.
Yeah,
Oh,
check
you
engine
can
lights.
Put tape over those.
Yeah, you just put tape over those over a little bit of black nail polish. So I had been in town. I got a text message from Pope around like 5 o'clock, and he's just like, "So where are you at?" And I'm like, I'm outside of town. Like it's gonna be a couple hours yet. So I get into town, and I texted you guys, and you were still on the trail someplace. And they're like, "Go get your registration done, and then we'll see you in the morning." So I go back to her. I go to get the registration. I ran into a few people on that adventure, and I probably got back to Hurricane at like 9:30. I was staying like the edge of town there, and I was looking for a place to eat, and I decided on the Arby's, and then realized I needed to do a U-turn to do another turn to get into the parking lot. And that was enough, apparently. And the fact that I have a short in one of my headlights, it's causing my parking running light to not run on my passenger side. So my brake lights work, my turn signals work. It's just the running lamp doesn't work. So he pulls me over, and he's just like, "Yeah, I pulled you over because of this." And he's very nice. And he immediately says, "So you in town for Trail Hero?" "Yeah." I'm like, do you off road? He's like, "Yeah." And at this point, it's now becoming very clear to me he just wants to talk about Trail Hero and off roading. And like we spent the next 5 minutes just talking about different. He has a built UTV and he lives local, and then he was going to have to be working all week, and so yeah, I hopefully he's officer. I hope you're listening. I gave him my card and I told him to check us out. So here's hoping we have a new listener out of it too. So thank you to the Hurricane Police. I appreciate you guys. I also appreciate you not writing me a ticket for it. One of these days I will actually get that fixed. What I thought was going to fix it did not. So, but yeah, that was, I hadn't been in town 4 hours. Like it was pretty funny.
That's pretty funny.
I'm usually the kind of person that in a situation like that, I'm going to like just curse it out. Like I'm just going to be just pissed off in the moment. And the minute those lights went on, I started laughing. Like it was just so funny to me. I'm just like, I don't care if I get a ticket. Like this is just hilarious. So, it was good. It was good.
They're
Hey, JD.
pretty chill in Hurricane because they understand their economy is that.
For a second. It's time.
Oh, okay. Wait, Jason, before you go, let's show this other video real quick because I need to get you in on this.
Yeah, I want to see this one.
All right, because nobody has
I'm glad
seen.
you didn't get. I'm glad you didn't get imprisoned or incarcerated for all the Colorado goods you brought with you.
There is those things. Yeah, you definitely don't want to have things on your dash. All right, so. The background on this.
That's not a good line, bro. Turn.
Yeah, thanks a lot. I know that.
Turn. Driver.
It doesn't get better. I can tell you that right now.
What the fuck are you driving that way
Pretty
for?
well.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, JD?
I know.
What the
I know.
fuck is telling you?
Nobody's telling me.
Where's your
That's the
spotter?
problem. I don't have a spotter right here.
Man, this is that
you
goddamn
see?
solo wheeling shit I was telling you about.
Yep.
What in the
What are
fuck?
you doing?
Yep.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Oh, that's
Yep.
fun. Oh
Yep.
shit.
Dude.
So
Oh my god.
this is not one of my prouder moments.
No, I drove over that the other way. I have a video of that.
Yeah. So Randall had come down ahead of me here, and I come around the corner, and when I got my tire lined
you're
up,
trusting Randall.
yeah. Well, there is that. Mike, just in case you're still listening, you just got called out. But actually, he's not actually spotting me here.
They're actually calling you out. They're like, "Oh, you're also flying a drone right now too while you're trying."
Well, I'm not actually flying the drone though. Brian, thank you very much. The drone is flying itself. It's just there to document my stupidity. I'm not doing anything with it.
Well, teach that motherfucker to tell you which way to turn next time.
Well,
That was
there's
a stupid
So
drone.
here's the funny part. Had I actually been paying attention to the drone, I would have seen on the drone that my tire placement was bad. And the problem is in this moment, I am looking for the tire track, and because something happened, I got distracted. I didn't see it. I now think my driver's side tire should be where the passenger side tire should be. So if you watch this,
Yeah.
that's what happens here, and then all of a sudden
You took the Jesus line right
I took
here.
the Jesus
You
line,
did take the juice.
and I wiggled my ass at him, and then I realized in this moment I am so vertical I can't back up, and so I just had to gun it out,
Uh-huh.
and that's why I bounced.
That was good. This is a good save, though. Look at it. It's
Again,
Mhm.
right there. Oh, boom.
again, like the other one, I'm impressed that I thought I was able to quickly think and not I freaked myself out in the moment. After this moment, I'm like Jason, I needed the wet wipes.
It's one of the Gen Right guys actually told me I need to look for a sponsorship for wet wipes.
I mean, seriously, it'd be good, but yeah. So, Jason, I wanted you to see that. I felt like you'd have something to say about it.
I definitely had something to say. I'm trying to send you something. Here, JD, check your text messages.
Okay.
Because I'm going to send you something. Like, yeah, you didn't have a spotter. I did have a spotter. And this is what happens when you don't fucking listen to your spotter. And I'm sorry, Victor, if you're still on here. I apologize. I should have listened to you. And I have a nice, thank God I have aluminum half doors. Because, yeah, it didn't affect them other than take the paint, scratch them a little bit. But had I had any other doors, my door was done.
Yeah.
And if I had glass, that glass was coming out.
Oh my God.
It's only 34 seconds, but there's two sections in it where it's like, I should have listened to my spotter, and I did not. I was just ready to get off the trail at that point. And,
all right, well, go smoke your cigarette, and I'll load that up while you're. It'll take me a second to get it.
Did it come through?
It'll take me a second to load it up on the media. So yeah, I like that. That was not one of my prouder moments. I there's nothing good to say about it. It's I didn't, like I said before, I didn't crap myself on the first one. I crapped myself on that one in the moment, in the actual moment. So, but it worked out. I didn't kill myself, and I came home in one piece. The Jeep came home in one piece. Oh, that's a good tally around the table. Did anybody break anything? I don't think Jason
I got a
did.
new dent.
Oh, you got a new dent?
So the wedgie that Randy did, there's a video on our Instagram of that where you're on a V-notch sideways. I did that in the Misfit. For some reason, and there's no video, so I don't know exactly what went wrong, but the back end of mine fell off.
Okay.
And it hit the one spot of my Jeep that isn't motobuilt.
I know, it's weird. It's like the one piece non-armored.
The one place there's no armor that no one ever is going to make armor for.
Right.
Because it's not something you would normally hit.
Well, I feel like you are now
what
the
got
case
hit.
study for it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna see if I can get Chance at Impulse to make me something to bolt over the top of it, or we may just pull it out and spray paint over it. It's fine. A couple stickers, it'll look good.
It'll buff out.
These are trail rigs now, so it's futile to go get body work done and fix them. You're just gonna break it again. So
Yeah, I would expect that you wouldn't get very much out of it. So
yeah, that like it's just I actually on my third hood on Misfit. So
really,
after that, I decided I'm not paying to fix it again.
nice. I mean, at this point, why? They're just trail tattoos. So.
Yeah, they're trail tattoos. They're stories, and each one has an interesting story to go along with it. Each dent has a story.
Sometimes it's a good reminder not to be stupid too. Like,
yeah,
it's just a reminder.
It's a good reminder that we do sketchy shit. By the way,
there is that.
But Jason does more sketchy shit. So let's
not start the sliding scale.
Joint effort is the trail that's half of triple jointed, and we do the easier portion of that in there. Jason did the whole joint effort and then went on to some fucking insane shit called chain reaction, which is like a level 11.
Oh shit.
Like there's different tiers of insanity, and Jason's right up there with us and past us, I would say.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, he definitely takes it to a different level. I'll give it to him. So it's I got nothing. Alyssa, you didn't break anything, right? You were only there for 18 hours.
Not a trail hero.
Did
no.
you break something on that trip though?
No, I'm trying to think if I did. I don't think I did. I think I just got hung up. I just got hung up on a trail, but I didn't break anything. Luckily.
There you go.
I can't think. No, I think I did good.
Okay, good deal. All right,
Just
Jason.
got stuck on my axle.
Did
But
you
you-
break anything, Jason?
No, but you got
Crash
off that
Fab
though on your own,
koozie
didn't
doesn't
you?
fit on my Jaeger.
Like I don't.
Me?
Yeah, we didn't have to pull you off there, did you?
Yeah, because there was no one else near me. They were all down the trail.
Oh, good times.
But yeah, that was good. And we were in like the skinniest Aspen area,
Oh yeah.
so I couldn't like tether onto anything. I couldn't winch anything. I just got stuck, but it's all good.
Oh, were you in
I
the
got out. It was
aspen
fine.
forest right there? That skinny, deep aspen forest. That's
Mhm.
fun.
I think so. I don't remember the name of the trail, but yeah, we were like at the very, very end of it where it turns into like this big rock garden. And I was supposed to go through the rock garden, get to the end of it, turn around and come back. And I got almost to the turnaround point and I got stuck.
Ugh.
And then it took us a while to get out of it. And then they were like, let's just turn around here. I was like, all right, that's fine. It was fine.
I can't
It wasn't
wait until
dangerous.
Alyssa can go with all of us again, and let's hit some stuff and see what that Toyota toy can do.
We all got
Yeah.
winches.
I know. I
So
was so looking forward
we
to
took a
it.
Tacoma less built than that one on the shoot one time.
Yeah.
I saw that. I don't even know if my winch works. I didn't even use it this time.
Right.
I'm pretty sure mine's not working. Well, we used
I mean,
it a
even
couple
if they
times.
work-
Actually, mine's working. But I need a new winch.
Yeah.
I have bought a new winch cable I need to install because I'm actually really worn out. And it's like the first winch line I owned, so it's never been properly tensioned and just jammed in there and shit after trails. Like whoever was in charge of the controller just like let it just wrap itself up all in one single spot in the middle.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I used to have
Well,
the
we use
wireless
our winch
controller
a lot.
until
We do use them a lot.
like wireless winch controllers don't work for me. I slid off the side of a bridge like a couple years ago at King of Elby out here in the dark, and I took a tree. Fortunately, I had my window open. I took a tree branch on the way down the cliff, right across my forehead, and I was trying to winch myself out because everybody left me, and I dropped my winch controller in the mud, which complicated matters more. So when Warren sent me a replacement, I requested, I was like, don't send me the Bluetooth one. Just give me a wired one so I don't lose the damn thing again. And so far, so good. But Alyssa, if you went with this, you definitely should hop in with Randy. Like Randy's a phenomenal driver, and you would have a blast. Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
JD,
JD, you got to
I'm not-
ride with Randy and me. What did you think about the difference in how we drive?
Oh, that's not. Oh, I don't like that question. I don't like that question at all. I feel attacked. Different drivers, different experiences. You are definitely the Send It driver. You are much more likely to hit the gas to get out of an obstacle.
It's because it sounds cool.
Hey, I'm not knocking it. He got out of the goddamn obstacle. I don't
do it too.
I don't really
Such
care.
a
Yeah,
silly answer.
100%. Randy felt more calculated most of the times, except on the dunes, which was awesome. I had a good time with that. So yeah, it was fun.
I did. Well, you rode with me in the dunes, didn't you?
Yeah, I rode with Pope for the first half, and then you for like the last half ish, somewhere around there.
But you rode in the dunes down with me.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was like, "Oh, I'll show you how to
Yeah, it was fun.
drive in the dunes."
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Alyssa, so are you ready to write this
Randy's
down?
a good driver. You should ride with Randy for sure.
You should ride with Randy. She's
Oh, I would love to
Yeah.
have Alyssa as a
I'll ride
passenger
with everyone.
princess. I would.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Don't ride with Jason.
No?
He doesn't want to. Yeah,
No.
he wants to ride next to you, not with anybody. I get it.
Yeah. I don't have a back seat, and I think on this trip, one person got in the passenger seat with me, and that was it. Yeah. I don't do good with passengers, so yeah.
Hey.
It is
I don't
very
like
different.
I don't
Yeah.
like the screaming and the squealing.
You don't like
and
the
it's
screaming. It's the begging for their lives that they really don't like. Yeah.
That's usually Pope when I'm
my
driving.
passenger this time didn't really scream or anything, but still.
Did
I
they
don't
get
know.
knocked
I
out
like
early,
my
or-
music. I will. No,
Okay.
no, they were fine. It's just I let them choose their music, and after that music, I'm done. No, I can't do it.
All right, fair enough.
And I know who your passenger was, so I bet it was.
Yeah, you guys knew who my passenger was, and that's not my jam. I'm sorry, but that's way too young for me. Like, I like Chris Stapleton. Yeah, once in a while I'll throw some.
Are you not a
Eminem,
Swiftie, Jason?
And then when I don't even know what the fuck we were playing, but it was shit that I was like.
I was ready for you to say, I don't
Like,
know what the fuck a
nobody's even-
Swiftie is. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what a Swiftie is, but I will tell you, like, I really felt like anybody hearing the music coming out of my Jeep at the time was like, who the fuck is that?
I would have taken video.
It's not
I
Jason.
probably would have taken video just to be like, yeah,
Yeah.
that's
I don't
awesome.
get passengers very often either. Like, it's usually Pope if it's a passenger, but I had a few passengers this trip.
I had a really good time with. I
that
had
was
a really
fun.
good time riding
Yeah.
passenger, so it was fun. It was nice knowing I couldn't cause damage for once, especially after the videos that you guys have seen today. It was very nice to know I couldn't cause any damage of my own. So I would not be a good encouragement. I would definitely be a bad encouragement, and I did a lot of walking
I
on
like
that one.
I like bad encouragement.
I know you do, Jason.
I like a good
Yeah.
challenge.
Jason's like the little devil with a pitchfork on your shoulder.
He
there.
is. Yeah, he's for this whole show. Exactly.
Backseat.
Yep. Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, so that night run with the person who was riding with me, like, we came up on an obstacle, and if Dom was still on here, he would probably say, yep, that was insane. But we were trying a buggy line, and apparently everybody was winching out of it. And Oscar was like, Jason, everybody got winched. And I don't know, I was just in the zone. And I had a tire in the air, and Oscar's looking at me like, no, it ain't going to work. And I was like, give me a second. I turned the wheel, and that son of a bitch just walked out. And I was like, yep. And yeah, it was awesome. It was a great night. Night run on 777s. I always said I would
Yeah.
never do a night run on 777s because of the cliffs, but it was a blast.
You can't see
It
them.
was so
you
much
can't
fun.
see the,
Yeah,
like,
you
it's
can't
so
see a
much
cliff.
nicer at night.
You feel like you have
it
all the
turns
room
out
in the world.
it was way easier at night because of that. I'm like, I can't see it.
Like
We're
how
good.
cliffy
And
is
all the
it?
cliffs were on her side
Like, is
anyway.
it like
so-
right on the edge,
it's-
or you have like a
Um,
foot or two before you get to the edge?
So you
So-
and keep
Well,
in
you
mind,
did
you guys
part of
know what I like,
777.
right? You like, I love shelf roads that are just
Yeah.
there's zero
so you
space.
did
zero
part
give.
of 777 with us when we did triple
Where we
joining.
went on that fin,
That little
Yeah.
fin, you
It's-
cross across.
it's
And
777.
Oh,
The whole trail's like that.
fucking, that's nothing. You guys with your that's a
Oh, next time you ride with me,
that's
and
an
you'll be
edge.
squealing like a
that's
little
an
girl.
edge. I don't give it. No, that's
Yeah.
nothing.
it's not Black Bear Pass scary. Like it's
No, I get it.
Like-
It's for the area though.
like Matt made me back up and take a cool, like, gentle line going over that thing. I'm like, Matt, I've taken the sketch line where you slide your tire off and it slides and you go straight.
Fix it. It's like the worst.
I know, but if you get out and look at it, you've got so much room. There's like,
I mean,
it just doesn't feel like it in the car because you're looking at your tires and there's nothing on the sides.
right, right.
We did one that night, like one of the last obstacles where my passenger front tire completely up as high as you can get, completely flexed out. And I got next to Oscar, and I was eating Doritos while I was driving through it. And I handed the bag out to Oscar, and he's just like, "Oh, Dorito time." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, we're good. Just kind of navigating through." It was awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Alyssa, you need to put this on your calendar. These are the dates. Are you ready? September
Here's my
29th
dates, okay.
through October 4th next year. Trail Hero
Yeah.
10.
it's already set.
There is a lot of stuff you can actually do there. You don't have to like get into the rock crawling stuff, but there's scenic trails, there's Tokerville,
Yeah.
there's
There's plenty of
like,
stuff
Yeah.
out there.
there's like what
yeah.
JD went and did. There's sand dunes. Like there's plenty of opportunities for you to have fun out there
Tons of
during that
stuff.
trip.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of people on the off days you can just ride with. It's just, it's epic.
Yep.
Like,
Mhm.
I
It-
would love to take you on like a level 8 trail and show you like what that
Yeah, you
feels
should
like.
definitely ride
Yeah,
past
but
it.
it's
Yeah.
about epic
Yeah.
driving.
That's what I want to ride too. Like I know the track
Let's
has
go
a
level
limit,
9.
so it'd be fun to ride. But I do want to push
Yeah.
the limit too.
Yeah, Yeah, you like to see how far you can push your truck, but you're also like not an idiot. You know, that kind of could put it in
Alyssa and I
Yeah,
are-
it's still my daily.
Yeah, it's our daily
Yeah.
driver, so we're very aware of it when we go out there. That's why I had no problem giving up control to drive passengers. So you guys got harnesses. Well, at least Randy did. So
Randy has harnesses. I'm still rolling the stock stuff.
yeah.
And I'm gonna be adding that rock hard 4x4 bar to my setup that Randy used to have for her harnesses.
Oh, okay,
I actually think that kind of kept Randy's Jeep together when she rolled,
gotcha.
It is what kept my kid
and
together.
Yeah.
and then that'll last until Motowheel comes out with a roll cage,
Okay. Jason, we have your video.
or until anyone actually comes out with a roll
All
cage.
right. Like we should title this "Listen to Your Spotter."
All right, you're gonna start dropping on that right front now.
Oh,
Ouch.
Nope, you got that shit on video. You got the end in? Yep.
did you actually hit the Motowheel skid plate on your fuel cell?
No, it was the door.
You're good. You're
Close
out.
the
Right
door.
rear is gonna climb a little bit. Nice and slow, or you can go fast.
Ooh, shit.
Nice and
Drop it on
slow,
that
or
right
you can go
front
fast.
now.
Or you can go fast.
Or you can go fast.
Jason drives like me.
I hope you got that shit on video.
Yeah, Jason, I don't want to ride with you. Just so you know, you're good on that level.
I was perfectly safe. That felt
Yep.
perfectly stable. I was not expecting it to smack the door.
I don't necessarily know that you should be using the phrase "I was perfectly stable."
You're good. You're out. Right rear is gonna climb a little
Ah,
bit.
I think all tires
You're
run
right here.
around
It's
there.
gonna climb a little.
Slow, or you can go fast.
Or you can go fast.
I'm sorry, Victor. I'll listen next time. You gotta speak up quicker. I was already in the go mode.
Jason needs help
It's very hard
sometimes. You got to
to-
make sure he can hear you.
Mm-hmm. You
Well,
can't get an
I've learned
instruction
over
after.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've learned
Yeah.
over time, like in certain situations, it's a lot of times it's better just to like stomp on the gas. You'll be all right.
Yeah, throttle out, man.
Yeah, when in doubt, throttle out.
I would have been in serious trouble had I not done that on that secondary fail of mine. So, yeah, there is something to be said for it.
Which one?
The one where I waved my ass in the air, not the one where I waved my front in the
Oh.
air. Yeah, the one where I waved my front in the air.
Yeah,
Going down.
I'm not so worried about that one. It was the other one that I felt really could have ended badly. So,
I
Mhm.
know that a lot of the people that I've been wheeling with over the past couple of years in Sand Hollow, like for example, Jesse White. I was talking to him, and he was spotting me on a couple of the trails, and I could have swore he told me, he's like, "Yeah, just get here and send it." And I looked out to him, and I was like, "Send it?" And he's like, "No, wait a minute, no, not send it, just roll through it." And I'm like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha."
someone told me to send it somewhere on the maze. It's like right after You Gotta Be Nuts or something. You're climbing up the little V-notch thing, and you have to just maintain momentum. So he lined me up, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Okay, send it." And I fucking launched it. And my front tires are like 6 feet off the obstacle at the end of it, and I land right at the top, stop perfectly at the right spot. And Spartacus is like, "Holy shit, Pope, what the fuck? I got the send. What were you doing?" I'm like, "He said send it." He's like, "I've never seen anyone do that."
You have
Apparently-
to give Pope,
You
like,
have to
do
be-
not say send it.
Don't say send it, or I'm fucking revving the motor up to 2,000 RPMs and launching it, man. That's
Yes, there's like a difference between roll through it and send it.
Yes,
Like,
there's a lot
Yeah.
of different.
roll. If he would have said roll
Yes.
through it, that would have been the perfect instruction. He said send it. I'm like, all right, fuck yeah.
Yep.
I saw
to the
some
floor.
interesting spotting
Yeah, that's to the
this
floor.
trip. Yeah, it was some interesting spotting. Let's put it that way. Yeah.
I did see. I've seen some Instagram videos of interesting spotting too, and it's hard to do. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's the other thing too.
But-
I'm not knocking people, individuals. Like it's a lot of these folks are volunteers too. They're just out there helping out. But
They're volunteers.
Good Lord.
Some of them drive this stuff in their own rig, and they've never actually seen what it looks like when someone else does it.
yeah,
That's kind of one of the things
So-
that happens a lot.
Speaking of spotting, like one thing I've learned in the amount of years that I've been down there running Trail Hero is if you want to spot somebody down there and it's, like I'm not talking level 9 trails and shit that I've done, level 8s and stuff. I'm talking like, 5 to 7s. If you want to spot somebody, walk in front of them and just tell them, walk in that driver line where the tread is and just say, hey, you're just going to follow me and do not try to pass me. But if they go at walking pace and they keep their driver tire following you and you walk in the actual tread mark, 99% of the time they're going to be fine and it's the right speed and they'll walk right through it.
Yeah.
So just don't push it
true.
and you're good.
Yeah, and usually that works. And I'll pay attention to the back tires every once in a while because
Yes.
Yeah,
that's
that
where
was
shit starts getting
That's
hairy.
it.
Yeah, keep in mind, as a driver, you most of the time you can't see your passenger or your back tires in those moments, and that's why
No.
you're relying on a spotter to tell you where your tires are at. And if you're not,
Yeah, we're not relying on spotters because we're shitty at this. Like, we actually need eyeballs to tell us where stuff is because it gets sketchy when you get this level of stuff.
yeah,
Some people
when
can
you get
feel
that
it out,
light
and I'm
feeling-
happy for them. I can't feel it out just yet.
JD knows it. Like he just learned it.
yeah,
That feeling when your tire comes up and you feel and there's nothing you can do and you just keep going.
and you're
It's
like, oh fuck, here it is. Yeah, this is how it ends.
Yeah, your asshole becomes watertight. It's like,
But you can tell JD's not like starting for his first day driving out there. Like he didn't fuck up those moments. He actually knew what to do in those moments when that happened. So both of those times you had good saves. It's really good.
I felt very connected to the vehicle there. Like, and I know, I mean, I put 150,000 miles in that seat, so it's not like I haven't spent time with that Jeep.
called a seatbelt.
Yeah, seat time for sure.
Yeah, but
It's called a
yeah, well,
seatbelt. You got a seatbelt on you. Of course you were connected
well,
to
you
it. You ain't
jackass,
going nowhere.
you fucking jackass. But I mean, to post the thing is like most of the time on the Colorado kind of trails, I can usually figure out the trail. Like I can feel it out. I don't necessarily need a spotter for a lot of stuff out here. Sand Hollow is different in a lot of respects. Like even on some of the easier stuff, you really do need a spotter just to kind of, because it's so open, because there's so many different lines that you can do, because there's so many different obstacles and ways to take the obstacles. It's really beneficial to have people who know what they're doing and have seen those obstacles with different vehicles. It was just
Like some trails we don't spot, we follow each other's tires. But initially when we first started, we needed someone to spot to tell us it was okay.
Yeah.
And now that we kind of know where it's okay, we follow each other's tires. But then when you start ratcheting it back up to like the fall-in, you don't do the crack by yourself. You unless you're Chuck Converse. But most of us aren't going to do the crack by ourselves and fall in.
Did you see how many fails were on that this year?
Yeah,
Like,
and they all failed for the exact same reason. You have to have your back tire on the wall before you
you
start
have to have
pulling
your
forward.
back passenger tire has to be in contact with that wall. I mean, like you can make it if you get your back passenger tire to make contact with the wall quick enough. But if you're already climbing with that front passenger and your back passenger is not close to the wall, you're
falling every time.
Yep.
I can tell you how to do that obstacle. I don't like doing it, but I can tell you how to do cracks. I can make sure that you don't fucking wreck on that. The trick is, how do you get someone to back their Gladiator up the wall high enough to get that tire so when you climb up it, it doesn't fall in. And we've done it we've seen it done a couple times. It's possible. It's just scary.
75-point turn.
It's a 75-point turn. You're 42, 43 degrees off camber. It feels like total fucking dog shit. And I've decided after I did it once, I'm never doing it again because I've never been more scared of an obstacle than anything in my life.
If you've never done it, when just getting up into position to start the crack, what most people don't see is you're on a ledge and you've got what is it, like 3-4 feet drop right there?
Yeah. Yes.
It does not feel comfortable because, like Pope's saying, is like as soon as you start climbing that wall, you're not only up on you're there, but you're looking at another ledge that's like another 3 to 4 feet drop, and it's just like I don't like this. It does not feel good.
Nope.
Because if you go over, you're screwed. And then you
But-
transition into your front end goes up and your ass end gets light and you tip this way and you fall in the hole, in the crack. And
And
if
I've
you
seen
lose a
people
mirror,
tip for two
that's
reasons.
lucky.
One was they took a little too sharp of an angle trying to get the back tire up the wall. I've only seen that one once, and they fell over the front way. And everybody else falls in the other way where they don't get the back tire up high on the wall at all, and it just falls out from underneath them and they slip.
Yep.
Whether it's
It like
a Bronco,
does that
it's a
settle
Jeep,
back,
it's a
and as soon
Toyota.
as that back passenger hits, the front end goes boosh.
Yep.
Yep. Dude, we look like a bunch of surfers. We're like, what the heck? What is this? Damn.
It did a lot of waving at the sky in this trip, more so than we probably should have. But yeah, it was good.
Is it shot time yet? I'm running out of
No,
alcohol.
we should. It's getting late, and I feel like we've hit enough here.
And I want to let everybody know I bought Jeep parts on this podcast tonight. I bought a new bumper while we were on the podcast.
Yay! That's awesome.
Yes. So I no longer will have a bent front bumper.
All right.
Yep. I don't know how many other people have a bumper that's frowning. I do. Not for
A
long.
frowny bumper.
You got one? Or are you scratching the puppy?
I'm playing with the dog.
She's I hate to say this. She's
My
just
little bumper is good.
she
My
can't-
rear bumper is
she
in
can't
there.
hear you anymore. Is what she's saying.
Oh.
She's
There's a puppy
on the
Hey,
screen.
puppy. It's also like the only thing you can see on the Instagram live.
yeah, there is that part
Awesome.
too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
It's just Randy and the puppy.
Oh, good.
And I asked her, oh, look at them sexy
I
people.
know. All
That was such a great.
Oh, I love that photo.
all together and shit.
We're
Wait,
almost in
look
a
how
height
not that
line.
tall I am.
I know. Like I honestly, yeah. I think it was Pope that made the comment that we all looked like a cellular signal, like a set of bars at that point.
Yep.
Jesus. I've lost a lot of
Oh, I
weight.
love
Yeah,
that.
Damn.
Pope. I think my final measurement was 8 pounds. That's what I lost for this event
Oh, during the trip?
during the trip. Mm-hmm.
That's about.
Damn.
I didn't measure myself, but I probably was around that because I didn't eat from after I got sick.
Yeah.
We don't eat on that trip. Like we go all day and we don't eat the whole time, and we have a margarita at night, and then like a half of an entree, and then the next day we're at it again, full of water.
I had a lot of
It
bowls of
was just
cereal
snow
at the
cones.
hotel.
I mean, yeah.
Snow cones and
Snow
bowls of
cones do
cereal.
not make a meal.
Snow cones.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah. But that was the best thing ever. That we
Yeah.
so needed
Yeah,
that.
it was good stuff. It was really
Absolutely.
good.
Next year, you need to do snow cones with like electrolytes and the flavoring.
Ooh, there we go.
Oh, liquid IV snow cones.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
this.
Lemon lime.
Was anybody
stuff.
else's lips like I couldn't even feel my lips after the past week.
Oh yeah,
My lips
They were
were
gone.
sunburned.
a lot of sunburn. Mhm.
Yeah.
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 My
Well, and you
arms are
get
done.
like really great exfoliation from the sand.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I scratched my cornea.
Oh, and-
yeah, I think. Yeah.
And
Ooh.
weight.
You
like,
exfoliated
you're
your
right,
cornea.
Pope. I didn't eat very much this past trip, and I think I'm down 20 pounds over the past month and a
Nice.
That's crazy.
I
Wow.
believe
half.
it.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
I can finally see my tattoo on my stomach
Like
again.
90%
so that's
of my
pretty cool.
calories I ate were at the glow party eating pizza.
Yeah, there was that
I
too.
ate
You're
so
welcome.
much pizza.
You're
But
welcome.
what is the name of
You're
that
welcome.
company? They are the
Dang
best.
Brothers.
Dang Brothers
Dang
Pizza.
Brothers.
Brothers.
Mhm.
Dang.
Oh,
If
dang
you
brothers
see
are
them
so
at an
good.
event, you should just get it.
Oh,
Like
They're so
if
The
you
only
good.
reason I
see
know
them
that is
anywhere,
it's on
eat
my
their
bank
pizza.
account.
It's the best
Yeah.
pizza.
Yep.
mhm.
All right. So
It's-
final question before we get out of here. And Alyssa, I think the answer for you is to just be there for more of the event next time. But what's your number
Thanks.
one thing that you want to have happen next year for Trail Hero? I know I'm already planning to come back, so like that's
we had an interesting trip this year because between representing the Trail Hero podcast and having a press pass and representing Motobuilt and having a sponsor pass, we didn't sign up for trails other than a couple. And I think that we actually want to be the numbers that they're counting.
Yeah, we don't want to be like
When
I feel
they
bad
show
when
up,
we show up
'cause-
to people's trails.
Because
and they
like
don't have-
when Motobuilt comes, they bring 12 people
Yeah.
usually. And we were on a trail where Motobuilt came, and Motobuilt brought us, and then they brought Rockstar Garage, and then they brought all the, there's like 60 rigs on the trail by the time all the vendors
there was
and
some
all
really
the
big
people with the
runs.
free passes showed up. So now us doing this won't solve the problem for everybody, but we would actually rather spend $200 and have a pass for every day for our Jeeps and sign up for the trails we intend to ride. And then we can still possibly change it if we want to. But our main goal is to actually show up for the trail and be on the list. Because we felt like when we came in and tagged on at the end, especially on the Saturday trail, we were kind of like a pain in the ass and kind of a hindrance. Even though we were totally entitled to be there, right? There was nothing that said we're not allowed to be there. We were actually
I disagree, Pope. I disagree. They knew on the ladies' run. I talked with Chuck, and Chuck was like, they already knew there was 60 plus rigs on that run.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
did you hear what happened with that? They had two runs.
They accidentally booked two runs together on the ladies' run.
So they booked one trail was Milt's Miles, ladies' run.
Oh, that's
and
right.
The other
That's
one
why
was
in the morning.
ladies' runs.
That's why in the morning
Milt's
they were
Mile.
in the wrong spot. Yeah.
Yeah, they accidentally booked two full trails.
Okay.
So we ended up with
but I'm
60
talking
on the
about
ladies'
the
run.
Motobuilt / Rockstar Garage run. Talking to Chuck that day, they knew there was going to be that many rigs out there.
Yeah, they knew
just
there
knew it was going to be a long day.
Well, and Chuck's run is always busy because everybody wants to do the maze with Chuck on the last.
Yeah,
day.
who doesn't want to wheel with Chuck on?
Yeah, who doesn't want to finish off Trail Hero with Chuck Converse being the?
And it's like it's a tradition. You go do that trail on Saturday. But we want to make sure.
I don't because I don't want to be with 60 rigs.
Right.
Like,
and so that's the thing is a lot of people don't want to be one of those 60 rigs.
Yeah.
And we would rather it be 58 rigs because we were already
you were counted at some level. Yeah, I get it. 100%. I understand that.
No,
That's fair.
But
I'm with
it's
you.
just our
Like
thing. It's just our
everybody.
observation.
Yeah.
And we talked to a lot of the guides while they were out there, and they're like, the problem is that 30 people will sign up, and then a vendor will bring 30 people on the trail, or they bring all their ambassadors, and then they bring all of their.
All right, I see what you're saying now. I
think there needs to
I
be
understand
more
now.
segmentation for those groups. Like if it's
Yeah,
going to be
like limit how many Jeeps Motobuilt brings on the run.
right, and if it's going to be
I will give Motobuilt something like the runs, like for example, the ladies run. They came out. People wanted to wheel with them.
Yeah,
just let them run their own runs.
Vendor is out
They
there.
hit it.
Right.
Yeah, they hit it and they were gone and they were there and they were out of the way. And I
And
think
they also
that was a pretty
hang
classy
out in the
move.
back. I mean, I'm not.
Yeah,
complaining
Motobuilt hangs
about
out in the
this.
back.
They hang
We're
out
not
in the
complaining
back
about
and
them
they
because
have
we
the
are
best
there.
of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
Right?
asking for any of that. It just
Yeah,
feels
it's
like
not
a lot when
complaint.
you
That
have
was
a visit.
legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. All right.
Yeah, we're part of them. We're part of the team.
I do think that like you get like anything over 30 rigs and those trails are too clogged.
It gets
It's
real
like,
hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets difficult. So
All right.
it's hard to keep the vehicles moving. I think everybody down there did a phenomenal job.
They did
like,
incredible.
Huge shout out to the Trail Hero
But when
volunteers
we
and the
get press
staff.
passes
It
again
was
next year, I'm
amazing.
still going to take one because it's also gets me access to a lot of the other stuff too.
Well, there's that part of it too. So, and Jason, you and I, we're gonna have to actually use our media vest next year. So
I think mine's in the Jeep somewhere. I haven't even cleaned it, dude. Everywhere I go, I got fucking red
That sounds
sand
about
in
right.
the house. It's like
Use the media vest. Let's go stand underneath the Jeeps while they're doing Trailbreaker.
I just need, I need to go stand on the Trailbreaker course for that and just and witness that shit like firsthand. So, so Alyssa, is there anything that you want to check off the list when you hit Trail Hero next year? Because you're coming next year, right?
Yes, I'll do that next year for sure.
We're pre-guilting you, just so you know, because now Pope and Randy have me to help them and Jason to help them with their corruption to bring people on board.
Yes. Yeah. I'll tell all my friends no weddings that week. It can't happen again.
weddings are stupid.
I know. There's too
Sorry.
many of them. Things to do next year. I am so lost with all the names. I recognize all of these names. I have no idea which thing is what. I don't know what's a trail. I don't know what's
Okay.
an obstacle. I don't know what's hard, what's
Well,
easy.
no,
I
like
don't know.
I don't know,
But
like if you just wanted to really see
I
Montgomery Gentry, like those kinds of things. Like I don't really. I'm not being discriminatory as to what you want to care about with the
Mhm.
show.
There was a concert.
Apparently, allegedly, I saw it from the
Yeah.
highway.
I
the
missed that.
concert.
So
Oh, yeah.
last year the concert
Oh,
was
I don't know.
POD. That was way fun. This year I wasn't quite as excited.
Yeah. I really didn't.
Mm.
Dude, do you know the last concert I remember was
Wait, the
What the
last
hell's the
concert
name
you
of
went
that?
to, or the
It was
last
like
concert
2
you
years
remember?
ago.
I don't think they're the same thing.
Shit, I'm trying to remember the name of it here. I got
Okay, no,
listen to it.
it's
Colt
okay.
Ford.
It started as a
Colt
joke, and
Ford.
then we're here. Yeah.
No, it was Colt Ford. It was like literally that shit was like I think 2 Trail Heroes ago. Like it, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't go to the concerts. It's wheeling time. You go to Trail Heroes, wheeling
All
time.
right.
Yeah. The
At least for
concerts
me.
are
Yeah.
popular and people show up, but I think that like this year
We didn't go to one concert.
we didn't go to one concert. Last year we went to one. The thing is, it just has to be our genre or
Yeah.
something that we're
There's
interested
that
in.
too,
And
yeah.
this year,
Mhm.
it's not exactly our thing, and it's fine. We just
It
go
was
night
very much
wheeling
the
or-
Hawk Tour Girl crowd. Yeah. So,
Oh my god, the
Mhm.
Hawk Tuo girl
Who was there?
actually fucking
She
out
was there.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you see her?
no,
No, she was on
Randall
the
was
following
on. She
with
was on Randall's
Randall.
trail. Yeah. That's how we
Yeah.
found out
Randall
about
didn't
it.
know how to capitalize on that.
He
man.
really no.
Who
Looking
the,
at you,
Who
Mike.
the fuck is that?
Yeah. That's all right.
The Hawk Tuah girl, you don't know
You
who that
don't
is?
know the Hawk Tuo girl, Jason?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
okay.
you do.
Oh.
We'll send you a clip after we're
Yeah,
done
you
here.
do.
Yeah, you do. You know who she is. Jason, what's on your?
What's she look like?
She's a blonde girl from
Next
Tennessee.
year, I want to wheel with the Hawk Tuo girl.
Yeah, that's what your goal is, Pope. Is to
That's
wheel?
it.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, I want to wheel with the Hawk
Invite
Tuo
her.
girl
That's
and Nappy Tabs, Napoleon in his Gladiator from So You Think You Can Dance. I want to wheel with those guys. That's
Wait a
it.
minute, was he there really?
I know.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're there.
they reach out to me every year. We just miss each other. We're
Son
like
of a
ships in the
bitch!
night.
Are you kidding me? Oh my god, my wife is gonna freak
No.
out.
They were
Oh
on
my
Dead Broke
God.
with like Mama Sita and all those friends.
Holy
this year,
shit, that's funny. All right, I'll have to tell her that when we get. Okay,
Yeah.
that's funny. Yeah,
They're
that's
real,
gonna
they're
happen
real
next
wheeler.
year.
He's a real wheeler. He loves it.
You have if
They
you
come
make that
every
happen,
year
I
for
might be able to
Trailhead.
get Jen out here. Like I'm telling you, that's because I don't necessarily know I can get that to happen, but I've convinced her that
So-
St. George and Hurricane are
my
pretty.
my two celebrities are Nappy Tabs and the Hawk Tuo girl. That's it.
That's okay. All right, we're good for
Well,
that.
who's there?
Jason, what do you gotta? What's on your must-do list for next year? Trails or events or whatever.
So,
And let's get out of here.
let's just say I have a few things in the works.
Yeah.
We can talk offline a little bit, but I did a lot of work today. I did an interview with somebody for a YouTube channel earlier today, Fergie, Craig
Oh, yeah.
Becker.
Oh, fun.
And I also met with Northridge today and talked to those guys about some potential things to work with them on. And let's just say I feel like 2025 is going to be pretty epic,
There you go.
and we're going to do some
Is it-
we're going to do some cool stuff. And yeah,
Is it
And
going to
you
be the
guys
year
are
of
all gonna
Only
be part
Cars
of it.
Garage?
you
This is
got
gonna be
it.
the year, man.
Yes.
I
Now I have to figure some things out, but Yeah.
All right.
Pope, Randy, it kind of goes, and JD, you were there that night too. It kind of goes back to what we were talking about in the parking lot on Mark's birthday night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you remember those conversations,
I
Yeah.
got you. Yep. All right. Well,
so too early to release to everybody, but it's in
You're
the
good.
works, and
Stay
it's gonna be fucking epic.
that's
Yeah.
awesome. All right. Cool. I think the only thing on my list really for next year, like I feel like I really got the full experience. Thanks, guys. By the way. But I think the real thing for me is I want to get some more night runs in. So whether or not
Yeah.
that has to be,
Me too.
shut up.
What?
I like I mentioned to Tyree Lights, like you guys need to come out and sponsor a night run. And like so, I think some more of the lights folks needs to come out and do that. That'd be fun, especially for those of us like Alyssa who are the middle of the ground, right? We can't necessarily do the fallen and the shit in the middle of the night. So, but yeah, that's the only thing that I did not check off on this event that I really wanted to check off was just really to do some fun night wheeling. But other than that, man, this was an amazing trip all the way around. I can't wait to do it again next year. I can't wait to figure out what we do in the meantime. So I think it's going to be a good year for us.
We're going to talk about that afterwards.
We'll talk about that afterwards.
I
think it's going to be good for us as a show. I think it's going to be good for us as just, a bunch of wheelers having a great time. And again, guys, I thank you so much. Like, it's been an awesome year of doing this. I'm really looking forward to keep doing this for another year. And like, I got nothing bad. It's like, it was just an awesome week, and I couldn't have been happier to finally met you all in person.
Yeah, it's great. We've had a blast doing this with you for the last year. And if you're a listener, it only takes a few listeners for us to keep doing it.
Like, seriously.
Fucking 14 people show up for Instagram Live. That's all we need, right?
Yep.
And so,
like seriously, like
you share it with your friends and have fun and download it, listen to us while you're working, listen to us while you're in the shower or going to the bathroom, whatever.
I want to hear some confrontational shit. Like, where's the questions? Like, give us some shit to talk about.
Seriously though,
give Jason and I shit for saying bad things about Overlanders or something.
Yeah, specifically Jason and Pope. Give them lots of shit, and then we'll talk about it on air. Yeah, 100%.
Tell me that the Mystical World Order is stupid. Whatever.
Shit.
So it's been really awesome. Like, and yeah, Pope's right. Like, it doesn't take a whole lot of you guys out there. Whether it's 50 or 100 or 100 or 1,000, doesn't matter to us. Like, I think we just all have a good time talking and sharing, whatever the hell it is that we're doing. And it's been a whole lot of fun, guys. Like, I thank you guys.
And believe me, JD networked his ass off at Trail Hero. We got some rad guests coming up.
We do, guys.
I loved watching him. I was doing belly flops in swimming pools while I was watching him network.
No, I have lots of cards, guys. I have lots of people to chat with. So I have lots of follow up, and we're actually going to have. We can say this in a week or two. We'll have Rich on. Rich kind of is going to come on and just kind of do like a post-show recap, and we'll talk a little bit about next year and what they've got planned. They kind of did a live planning meeting the other day live, and it was kind of fun to watch. And then next week we're going to try to bring Mike. If I don't know if JK Trail Finder is going to be available. I think Josh is going to try to be available. Brian, you guys are welcome. Any of our regular guys, you're welcome to come on. We want to continue talking about Trail Hero and kind of the stories from the different folks that were with us. And then eventually we'll stop talking about it. We'll get back to regular things, I swear. So
you all have to understand this is the Super Bowl of West Coast wheeling, so we're going to talk about it for a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, and then we'll get on to like, oh yeah, we're doing Thanksgiving and we're having turkey.
Yeah, we'll get back to it.
I'm done with it already. Let's go. Let's find the next big.
Pope. We're gonna have to have our yearly. Should be turning into our yearly kind of what we liked from this year, and in terms of new gear and old gear, and kind of our Christmassy kind of a theme. So a lot of that stuff's coming soon too.
Definitely do another one of those.
Yep,
because we did that episode last year where we talked about the gear we were wanting. Be cool to talk about if we actually bought that gear and then what we're looking forward to next year. That'd be really great.
And I ended up with some stuff that I didn't think I'd end up with, so I kind of started thinking about that too. So yeah, I think
that's perfect. Like, hey, before we get off there, like on this run, Trail Hero, did anybody buy anything for upgrades? Like, did you find something you needed to fix? Like, what you got?
No, I didn't break anything to want to buy anything, and that's kind of like my standard for that. So if I break something, then that's when I got to upgrade it. And so I didn't break anything. So I mean, fingers crossed my steering pump stays intact.
Yeah, mine's
fine. I need a new solution for my rock lights. I keep eating them. My tires keep consuming them.
You got to work on your clearance overall.
Sounds like a bump. Yeah. Sounds like a bump stop issue.
You get those timber bump stops.
Yeah.
Get those timber mishaps. They apparently people love them.
Well, I think that also
What bump stops are you running?
I'm running King Air bumps.
Okay.
Well, then just adjust your
Like,
bump
you gotta
stop,
fix
dude.
something.
Just stop eating
I feel like
damn
something's
rock
not right.
lights.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
the Misfits needed after this upgrade a change to the front end. After this trip, a change to the front end. We're going to do a 3-link in the front. If you're not familiar with the 3-link, it's basically kind of you've got
So
your
one
lower
less than
control
four?
arm bracket, your lower control arms, and you have one upper control arm that's above the diff, and it's usually connected to your some sort of a truss. And you still have a track bar. It's not full hydro, but it's mostly, it gives you a fuck ton more flex. And so that's going to be this year. That should address the bump stop issue that you guys are talking about, where we're eating lights and making some other major changes like that. And then we'll see where that takes us. I think the 4-link will be next year, but 3-link in the front this year.
All right. Cool. Well, we'll talk more about
and
that.
an Atlas.
Yeah. All right, cool. We'll talk more about
So
that when we get
if
to
you're
it.
doing, if you're doing this level of trails, we'll talk about it. You want an Atlas for certain reasons. The main reason is because my Rubicon transfer case is a little too much for what I do. So
All right.
And I didn't blow up my engine, so I don't get a new one.
almost.
You keep trying, Randy. You'll be fine. You'll make it happen.
Someday I'll blow up my engine.
Someday
so I
you'll
get a new
you'll
one.
grenade your engine. All right, cool.
Someday.
That's it. That's our wish list. But yeah, we'll talk more about that on another episode. We will give you the full rundown of what upgrades the rock crawlers need. The JD who runs the build that most sane people run. He can tell you what he wants to add.
There's still some things I want to add after this
I
trip.
already know what you guys are gonna get. You're gonna get a fridge.
Fucking fridges for sure.
That
Yep.
again,
I need a fridge.
stupid
Yep.
thing that I
If
didn't
I'm
know I
gonna
really
continue
wanted.
to-
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
We're going to continue
Wait a
doing
minute.
snow
Raise your
cones.
hand
We
if
need
you
to
need a
have
fridge.
Yeah.
Raise your hand
freezer.
Oh,
for
I
a
don't
fridge.
need one. I got one.
What? I have
Yeah.
one.
Oh, we just
Yeah.
need one
I was
fridge.
going to say,
I have a
The only
promo code
reason
for
I
I
you
need
got
a
three.
guys.
fridge.
If you like the ones that I have a promo code
There you go. See,
for IceCo.
there we go.
oh, I love my
Yep.
IceCo. I've
Yes.
had it. I got my IceCo.
They're
My
solid.
IceCo got ripped out of my Jeep by a bear on the Rubicon, and it still works.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's epic.
You're not
Damn.
supposed to leave food in your Jeep.
That's so cool. They're solid.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It drank all my Bud Light. It did eat my bacon, but it left the Jaeger, so that was good.
They are gluten fans. All right.
I'm glad the bear didn't get
Jesus
the Jaeger.
Christ.
Oh
Right?
my God. I can't.
Oh
I
my
would love to
God.
see a bear
Nobody
drink my
likes it.
fireball, though.
We got to get the
Jaeger
hell out
bear.
of here. Yeah, we need to get out of here.
Yeah.
All right.
Now we're talking about bears getting drunk.
We're getting into weird
Holy
territory.
Jesus.
It's time to break out the fireball, your shot of choice if you're drinking anything. So
I don't
I'm
have any
out.
fireball.
That's fine.
I'm out of
That's
Jaeger.
fine.
I
so
I
actually
going
finished my
tequila.
mead.
just for Jason, yeah,
Jack
this is
Daniels bonded.
there. It is.
Dude, I gotta
Water.
go restock.
All right,
Water.
that's all right, Alyssa.
Water.
You're fine. Don't
Hey,
feel bad.
I'm
Finish.
drinking water
Your
too,
liver is
Alyssa.
your
Hey,
liver
there you go.
is thankful. I guarantee you.
Hey, stay hydrated.
All right, well,
stay
Put a
hydrated.
lot
My
of
liver
coffee
just
in
sent me
me.
a 7-page fax. Starts with the letter F.
There it
Last one
is.
is the letter
Hey,
U.
it's not a Jaeger deer, but it's some type of deer,
That works.
and it's
That works.
Ah,
Who gives a
That's
shit?
a good one.
All right.
That
Well,
is a good one.
that's not mine.
to 1
but-
year and 64
Cheers.
episodes.
To
Cheers.
1 year.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody.
Oh God, Jason, how do you drink that shit so much? Ah.
It doesn't go down good.
Mm. That's why I have a little bottle
why did
of
I
it
do that
just
to
for this
myself?
moment. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys very much. And again, I can't thank you enough. This has been a whole hell of a lot of fun doing for last year, and I'm looking forward to doing it for another one. So, thank you very much, and thank you all for listening. Without you guys, we wouldn't still. I mean, we'd probably still be doing it. We just wouldn't be recording it. So, thanks very much for listening. Thanks for being with me, guys, and thanks for seeing us at the Trailhead. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
let it roar, I feel the ground shake. Pedal down, dust flying, no time to waste. The trailhead's calling, engine power on a roll. This is where trails start and stories unfold. On the starlit skies, where the wild things roam. Every trail a journey, every jeep a home. Meet me at the trailhead, where the wild ones run. The dust kicks high and the day's not done. With the road wide open and the dirt in our soul. This is where trails start and our stories unfold. Oh, the trail gets tough, we crank it up. Deep down deep, yeah, we never stay stuck. Jeeps on the ridge, friends by our side. Off-road family, it's one hell of a ride. Rigs keep rolling, the days wearing thin. Gonna tell our stories from the trailhead again. Meet me at the trailhead, where the wild ones run. The dust kicks high and the day's not done. With the road wide open and the dirt in our soul. This is where trails start and our stories unfold. When the trail gets tough, we crank it up. Deep down deep, yeah, we never stay stuck. Jeeps on the ridge, friends by our side. Off-road family, it's one hell of a ride. Rigs keep rolling, the days wearing thin. Gonna tell our stories round the trailhead again. Meet me at the trailhead, where the wild ones run. Where the dust kicks high and the day's not done. With the road wide open and the dirt in our soul. This is where trails start and our stories will meet me at the trailhead, where we roam. Where trails start and stories unfold. Meet me at the trailhead, where the wild ones run. Where the dust kicks high and the day's not done. With the road wide open and the dirt in our soul. This is where trails start and our stories unfold.